All right. Hey, hey, hey. We are live. Live. We'll move this over. That's the website for some merch and to support the channel. And there's some other stuff there too. But we got this Let's Roll hat. Really like it. It is embroidered and it says Let's Roll. Has some dice on it. And it has the R for our channel here, Holy Roller. And so here's one of the shirts, the Holy Roller shirt. And so I really like that. But I wanted to show you the back. Okay, the back of the shirt has this little. That's what the R stands for, resound. So resound is the T-shirt company that we own that does this, and resound uh, is all about being loud enough to echo and sharing your passions with the world. So we're passionate about craps and cruising. Speaking of cruising, get yourself a cruiser shirt. So when you get that, the idea of the R is people will say, "Hey, cruiser, why is the R in the brackets?" It's like, "Oh, because I want to share my passion with cruising. Let me tell you about it." And so these come in all different colors. So and it does have the R on the back as well. And but yeah, these come in all different colors. And we just launched our new site, resound.design, that is for these. But you won't find this shirt there. All the cruising and the Holy Roller stuff comes from holyroller.com. So shout out to the sponsor, resound.com, or resound.design. Sorry, not .com. Resound.design for the Holy Roller merch. And so feel free to go over to Holy Roller and get yourself some merch if you'd like. You don't have to. But my favorite thing right now is just the hat. Let's Roll. And so it comes with black or the red, but the writing is red and white like that. So anyway, really like that hat. I don't know if I could put it up there. No, it's out of, if I put it up at the top, it'll be out of the shot. So I'll just put it over here. But I wanted to talk about some pressing information. Meaning, we just did an example of some pressing on the 410, 5.9, and 6.8. Those have the same payouts. Usually, you would bet the same on them. And what we did is we showed some pressing, and you could watch that video if you'd like, but it shows how you don't have to press per unit, that you should have, certain levels that you go to. And if you, for example, if you were playing the 6, you don't want to play for one hit. And so I always suggest not to collect on one hit. You should always press in some way. Now, press means double. If that 6 hit, you would get paid $14. So if you got paid $14 and you said press, they'll give you $2 back, and they'll make the 12 look like 24, which is page 28. And that's when you should collect. And then you can go back down to 12 if you'd like, and then you take back 28 plus the 12 and the 2 that you had. So $42 off of a $12 bet if you hit it twice. But what I'm saying with the other video, and then I'm going to show you how to do a different kind of pressing, another style this time. But what I always say is if you get 14, always throw in $4 because that would make a total of $30. And then you have a $30 bet on the 6, and then that pays 35. And if that pays 35 on your second hit, then you take it back down to, and you probably just throw in $2 to make it easy for them. Or if you didn't, they would give you $3 change, and then they would put it up as 12 again. Whoops, 12 again. And so you'd bring back $53 to your rack. So that's kind of how I would suggest not doing press, but do what's called power press. And so then The other video we talked about on all these numbers is to have an idea of after your first hit, you're going to 30, right? And if you don't want to collect and go back down to 12, then your next hit you would press and you would take it to 42. So you just want to remember these numbers. Like on a 6 and 8, it would be 12, 30, 42. And then from 42, you would take it to 60. And then from 60, you could, the idea is there's all kinds of levels in between these. But what I'm trying to talk about is just making it a simplified pressing for you to remember these numbers. And the next one would be 90. So from 60 to 90. So 60 pays 70. You would take 30 of that 70 and put it on the 6 and make it. And so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amounts to memorize for your 6 and the 8. These are the same. And then on the 5, we could do that really quick. You would have 10. And then from 10, you would go to 25 by throwing in $1. And then from 5, you would go to 35, and you'd bring a quarter back to your rack. And then from 35, the next one is 50. And then after that, the next one is 75. So once you get the 5 hits, because this is 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, you would get paid $105. So if you got paid $105 and then took this back down to a quarter, you could bring $155 back to your rack. But the idea is to choose what are you playing for? When you bet it, are you betting for 1 hit, for 2 hits, and then going back down? Or are you going for 3 hits, 4 hits? And you don't have to necessarily go back down because you would be out of that hand for that. After the second hit, like if you just collected and then the next time it hit, you went to the 42, I mean, that's one way to do it. And since we're going to finish this up and I'm going to show you a different way to press, is you would have the 4 or the 10, and then it would hit pay 18. You would go to a quarter, bring some back to your rack, and then from there, you'd go to 50. And after 50, I suggest that you just go to 100. So only have to memorize 4. If you wanted to add another one and you wanted to add that 75 here, you could, or you could just go to 75 and never go to 100. But 100 pays 200 minus the 5% VIG, which is $5. So it pays, $10. So it pays $5. So it pays $195. So yeah, that would be that. So anyway, I wouldn't do this. I would just go straight to 100 because the 4 and 10 have less combinations. And so if I bet the 4 and 10, I'm looking for 1, 2, 3 hits, and then I collect. Now, most people say, hey, I'm going for 4 hits, 1, 2, 3. If you're here, and then you go 4 and you go to 200, then you get paid 400, and then you go back down to maybe 100 and you could bring $500 back after 5 hits. So anyway, a $10 bet and making 500 on it is a good deal, I would say. So that's what you want to do when you're pressing. You're using your winnings to go up. And so I want to show you, this is what we did one time, but I want to show you a different way of pressing this time, okay? So a lot of people, there's many different ways to press, but there's 3 things that you have to remember whenever you're playing craps. There's 3 things. You want to remember press, collect, and then this word, regress, okay? And that just pretty much means getting out of your hand and going back down. And so let me just stack all this up, and then I'll explain a little bit more of how you can regress and what the primary reason to regress is, because you got to think of it like this. And then we'll roll it out and actually test the hypothesis here, okay? But the idea is, if you're going to bet $12 here, you got to get that $12 back. Now, what most people do is the first time that $12 hits and pays 14, then they say same bet, And if you say same bet, that means you're not going to press. Same bet pretty much means I want that to be the same bet. So when you say same bet, then they just give you the money. So same bet means just pay me. And most people say that hits one time, same bet. So they want to get their money back, and then they get it back. And then the next time, they'll actually press it. So it has to hit 2 times for them just to press it. But if it hit 2 times, and you might say, okay, so it hits 2 times, they press it, then they lost. They got their money back, that's fine. So maybe you want to play for 2 hits. If you want to play for 2 hits, then just go ahead and take it up to that 30 level. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't press it necessarily, double it. Go up to the next level and then take it back down to 12 if it hits on the second time. Because the money you're putting out there, you're risking anyway. Why not get paid more on that money? That's basically what I'm saying here. So with that being said, what if you only wanted to do 1 unit and take this from 12 to 18? Then it would pay 21. Well, this is the different way I'm going to show you how to press today. And I'll show you, and then we'll roll it out and actually practice the pressing. So we got $500 here, so I'm actually going to use the $500 and when we roll. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to suggest that you treat the 6 and 8 as 1 bet, okay? The 5 and 9 as 1 bet, and the 4 and 10 as 1 bet. Now the reason why I suggest that is because that's what's called the sister numbers. And I'll check the chat in just a second here. But the sister numbers, and so what that means is whenever you see an 8, the other side is the 6. Okay, now that's a hard 8 and hard 6. But if it was a 4-2, right? So if it was a 4-2, 6, then you're going to have on the opposite side of the dice, you're going to have the 5. And if you were going to have like whatever this is, the 2 is the 12. And the other side of the, let me find another one, the 9 like this is the 5 like this. And let's do a 4. So we got a 4. A 4 is the other side is a 10. So these are what's called sister numbers. And so that's why I'm saying use them as the same bet. The main reason why is not necessarily because of the other side of the dice, but the main reason why is because the odds are the same and the bets are the same. So for instance, there's only 3 ways to make a 4. So if you bet the 4, you have 3 chances. Out of 36 combinations, there's only 3 ways to make a 4. It's the 1, 3, or if this die was on the 1, right? So this die was on the 1 and this one was on the 3. So you're only going to see it as a 1-3, or you're going to see it as the 2-2, right? So it's only going to be a 1-3 or a 2-2, but 1-3, 3-1, or 3-1, sorry, and then 2-2. The 2-2, like a ballerina, right? That's only 3 ways. Well, the same thing with the 10. The 10 is only 3 ways of the dice. Now, if you treat them as 1 bet, you're putting $20 out there, but you have 6 combinations that one of them would hit. Now with the 5 and 9, there's 4 ways to make a 5 or a 9. And so when you bet them together, the 5 and the 9 at the same time, then you're going to have not 4 ways, but 8 ways. And then this 6 and 8, if you treat them as 1 bet, you're betting $24, 12 on each, and you're treating it as 1 bet, meaning you have 10 combinations of the dice instead of 5 ways to make a 6 and 5 ways to make an 8. 10 ways of the dice, and then 7 has 6 ways of the dice. So if you bet the 6 and 8 as 1 bet, you actually have more chances to hit a 6 and 8 than you do a 7, because there's 10 ways to make a 6 or an 8 and only 6 ways to make a 7. So, but you're risking the $24 bet, and not just on one, on both of them. So that's why I want to show you. I say all that to say, treat it as 1 bet. So first we're going to do the 6 and 8, then we'll do the 5 and 9, then we'll do the 4, and then we'll roll it out, okay? And then before I start the rollout, I'll check the chat. But so if you're going to treat this as 1 bet, you're going to get paid $14 when you hit one. And since you're going to treat it as one bet, you don't want to treat the 6 any different than the 8. So it doesn't matter if the 8 or the 6 hit. What you're going to do is you're going to say, press my 6 and 8, 1 unit each. You're taking $12 and you're pressing them both, but you're using your earnings to do that. And because you're using your earnings to do that, then you would make these look like 18. You would bring 2 back, or you could just get the hard ways for the extra $2. Now, with this, it pays 21. So if you had 21 that you got paid, then you could, and if you're using all of your money, you could take and throw in $1. So say you kept these, right? You could throw in $1 and then go up another level. So you'd bring 10 back to your rack and you would go up to 24. So you're pretty much pressing these by 1 unit each if the 6 and 8 hit. So now you're at 24, it pays 28. You brought 10 back to your rack and then it pays 28. So now it pays 28. And remember, the first thing you started with was 24. You got the nickel or the quarter back plus 2 nickels, which is $35 back off of a $24 bet. And you can either bring these back with you or not. So the idea is you just keep going and you keep, so this actually paid 28, but you collected instead of pressed, or because remember we took that back, but we had that from last time, you could literally, when they pay you this, they pay you the 28, you can throw the 10 back in and say, press me up 1 unit each. They'll give you $26 back, and then you can go, now you're at the $30 level. So a $30 bet on each one of them, okay? Now, there's other ways you can press if you wanted to be more aggressive, but we're mainly just going to be pressing each one, 1 unit each, or using our winnings to equal them out, making them look the same, okay? Now, a really cool press, and it might be on one of my shorts coming up really soon, but a really cool press that I like to do is when it's at 18. Because when it's at 18, and I like to skip that $24 level. And the way I skip the $24 level is this pays 21, right? So if this pays 21, then I like to throw in $3, because if you throw in $3 and without taking anything back to your rack, then that would make both of them look like a $30 bet. So 18 and 18, throwing in 3 would automatically make them look like 30 and 30. So they would go to 30 and 30 just like from 18 and 18. So if you're ever on a $15 table and you have to bet 18 and 18, if a 6 or an 8 hit, just throw in $3 and then you got 30 and 30 just like that. So it's a really cool, like, quick way to get up to a $35 payout. And remember, 18 and 18 is $36. So you actually have these 2 bets right here. If you can hit 2 times, either a 6 or an 8, you would get $35 back, meaning that you would have $60 right here, and it would have cost you only $1 if you don't get any more hits. So I hope that makes sense. I know that's a lot of, I hope I don't lose anybody on that. So let's talk about the 5 and 9, but just in case, I'll go ahead and check the chat, see if there's any questions, say hi to some folks. And we got Ron in the house. Oh, you like the power press? So do I, Ron. I don't like to go little by little, but the other thing is you could do is, you know, you could do that first one if you started with 12 and 12, then you go to 18 and 18, then you throw in $3, you skip that 24 level and you go to 30 right away. Yeah, I probably would like that, the three hits, and then you got your, usually all strategies. Hey, what's up, MJ? Ron's in the house. If a $100 don't pass, what do you do to hedge the come out? Okay, Claude, I'll get to that. I don't know how long you'll be here, but I'll get to that. Let me do the 5. and then the 5 and 9, because we're going to treat those as one bet. So we got $20 investment on the 5 and 9. Now, normally, if the 5 or 9 hit, it pays 14. You throw in $1 and it takes it to a quarter, right? Then you have a quarter bet on one of them. But because it pays 14, then it only pays 14. So we only have 14. And so in this case, we're going to 15 and 15. Then we're bringing 4 back to our rack. When it hits again, it's going to pay 21. And then we go to a quarter and a quarter, and we bring 1 back to our rack. So we have $5 that we brought back to our rack after 2 hits. Okay, so these both look like a quarter. And so they would pay, so they would look like that. And then they would pay 35, either one of them, right? So then what would you do here? That's where I would say do the collection, you know, and then you have, based on your $20 bet, you got 35 back, you know, so that would be 2 hits. And it's either 2 hits, one or the other, not 2 hits on one, just one or the other. You're treating them as the same thing. So then, you know, the next time it comes around, it hits again, I would suggest throwing in the 10 that you got from your first one, then take back look like 35. That pays 49. When that hits, you know, you throw in $1 and you get a quarter like that, and then say make them both look like 50. Then you're going to bring and take back 20 to your rack, and then they both look like 50 and they pay 70. So the idea is just to press together. Keep them together, okay? All right, and then let's do the 4 and 10 together, and we'll keep the 4 and 10 together same way. Now, 4 and 10 hit, either the 4 and 10 hit, and it's going to pay 18. Now, it's a really awesome bet to just say buy it for a quarter, buy it for a quarter. But what you're going to do is you're actually going to bring back 8 to your rack and then go 15 and 15. Now, when you go 15 and 15, then that's going to pay $27. And so when that pays 27, they're probably going to pay you like this, because if either one hits, they'll probably pay you like this, 27, 28, depending on the casino. But I'm going to pay it like this so you can see what to do with it, okay? So same $27, right? Now this $2, once you go above $15, once you go to 20, it has to be a buy bet. And on a Royal Caribbean ship, they do the VIG up front. So you're using this 2 out of that 27, you're using the 2 to buy both of those bets. So let's just say those, let's not count those. And then we have 25, 25, bringing 5 back to our rack. And those each look like a quarter, they're buy bet. And then they would pay 50 for one. And it depends on if you want to collect. I would collect at that moment, 50 for one. I'd collect that first one. Then after it hits again, then I'm throwing in a couple more dollars so that I can make them both look like 50. And then they pay 100 for 2, or $98. Okay. So I know that was fast. I feel like I took time on the 6 and 8. 6 and 8 always takes longer because of the multiples of 6 that you want to bet in. I want to have your bets on the 6 and 8 in multiples of 6 because it pays $7 for every 6. So, and on a Royal Caribbean ship, you can't do improper bets. So you have to do, even though the table's a $10 table, you have to bet 12, then 18, 24, 30. But what I'm saying is, when I was talking about, skip the 24, go from 18 to 30, 30. Okay, that's probably what we'll do. But I want to make sure to check the chat. And then I'll answer Claude's question. And if you have any questions or thoughts, and then this is going to be viewer's choice after I'm done. You could just tell me what you'd like to see and what you'd like to do. But I figure this don't pass hedge is pretty easy to talk about. If you understand lay bets, most people are going to say, if you put $100 on the don't, if you lay the 4 and 10, you'd have to lay them for $100 each, okay? So this is a lay bet, meaning no 4, no 10, that would pay, if a 7 rolled, you would lose this, but that would pay 50 and 50. I don't like to lay the bets because I feel like I'm risking this, but if a 4 comes, I'm risking the 100 there. I can't lose the 4 and the 10 at the same time, so that's good. But that's one way to do it. Now, so basically, the 4 and the 10 pays half of whatever you put out there. And these ones have different odds, but most of the time, if people are going to lay, they'll lay the 4 and 10 because there are only 3 ways and 3 ways, right? So I don't really like to do that, mainly because, you know, it's just, for me, it's a hassle. So because I don't really like laying the bet, because you have to bet more to win less. So I don't really like that. So I would rather use another tactic, or if I did this, like I'm risking 100 there or 100 there, and I have this, which is 100 over there. So even though I have 300 out there, I can only lose 100, but I could lose 100. Now, 3 ways I could lose 100, 3 ways here, but only 3 ways. But here I can 8 ways I could lose that 100. If a 7 and 11 come, I could lose that 100. Now the other probabilities is the 10 ways for the 6 and 8, and there's 8 ways for the 7 and 11. Now, what I could do is, this would be a little bit more money, but I could do $60 on the 6, $60 on the 8, and instead of risking 100 on a 7, I could be risking 120, 220 on a 7. And then I can have these working, right? And if these are working and it's a come out 6 or 8, I would get paid 75. If it's a 7, I would, crap. I don't know, man. I don't know if you heard me. Oh, see, video dropping, feed dropping. Man, sometimes I'll be on Wi-Fi, sometimes I won't be on Wi-Fi. I'm on Wi-Fi, and I don't know how much you missed. What's the last thing you heard? Because I just looked and saw that it was down. I lost some people watching too. Dang, I got 4 likes. Though. How's the feed and audio now? What was the last thing? Last thing you heard? Maybe you're not here. Maybe you just jumped in. All right. Well, watching it back, it's probably just going to skip, and then you'll be at this point. So I don't know where we missed or where we left off. Sorry, on the watch back, it just kind of like jumped to this moment. All right. So let's go in and do, with $500, we're going to roll out some of that pressure that we were talking about. And with $500, we'll just assume that we are the shooter this time. We'll do a $10 pass line, and we're going to go 64 across, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in $65, and I'm going to do this beforehand. That way it's just done. And you always can do that, especially if you're the shooter. Just put your bets out, whatever you're going to bet, before the roll, okay? And if you want to keep the game moving, if someone is buying in or cashing out or whatever, and this dealer's not busy and everybody's just waiting for something happening on the other side of the table, then what you'd want to do is just go up with whatever your bets are going to be. It'll speed the game up. So that's just a little thing here. So anyway, we're going to go 64 across, please. And they'll put us up. And remember, we're treating all of these bets as one bet, okay? Meaning, sorry, the 6 and 8 is one bet, the 5 and 9 is one bet, and the 4 and 10 are one bet. So we're going to treat them all the same. here is $1 coming back to our rack. All right, $1 coming back to our rack. This gets locked up, and we put in 65. We got 64 across, and we are rolling. So they'll pass us the dice, and then we'll select some. Let's get these. All right, so now we're going to roll, and we'll have a couple. These bets are off. This bet wins on 7-11. It loses on 2-3-12. Let's see what happens. And it's a 4. All right, so a 4. And so the reason why I say just put it up, because what they're going to do is they'll mark the 4, and then they're going to ask you what you want to do with your 4, and you can just take it and say, give it back, I'll take it for odds, you know, and you can just put it right here for odds. So now you have your odds bet. And so it didn't matter what it was, you would just take it down, put it for odds. All right, so now we're still treating the 4 and the 10 as the same, but if the 10 hits, how do you press the 4? I would say press the 10 by 1 unit, just like you would on the 4, and then collect the other $5. If you're in a traditional casino where you can do more than single odds, then just put it right there. But I would always start with single odds. All right, especially on a Royal Caribbean ship, because you have to. You can't do more than single odds on a Royal Caribbean ship, and that's why I don't really ever play odds, because single odds isn't really worth it. All right, here we go. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. Here we go. And it's a 5. All right, so now that the 5, man, okay. I'm gonna try it without the Wi-Fi. It doesn't look like, on my phone I can see I don't have a lot of signal. What is going on with Wi-Fi these? And not just Wi-Fi, but cell phone signal too. It's ridiculous. Okay, I just rolled a 5, so I pressed the 5 and 9, brought $4 back to my rack, and they look like 15 now because I'm treating them the same. So I'm pressing them both equally. If the 5 is 10, then the 9 is 10. If the 5 is 15, then the 9 is 15. We're treating them both the same as one bet. Here we go. And it's a 9. All right, so that's good. It is a 9, and so because it's a 9, we're going to get paid $21, right? And we're going to say, make my 5 and 9 look like a quarter each, okay? Because then you're going to take 10 here, 10 here. You'll get $1 change, and they will make it look like a quarter. So there is that. All right, see you, Claude. All right, so now we're at 25, and so we're only pressing the numbers that are hitting, okay? And so now we're on a 9. We have the point of 4, but our next 5 and 9 will be a collection. So let's see what happens. And it's an 8, an 8. So being that that's an 8, then we're going to go ahead and press the 6 and 8 1 unit. So that's what you would say to the dealer. Press the 6 and 8 1 unit. Then they'll give you $2 back. You got $2 back to your rack. Now keep in mind, out of all that money that we put out there, we've only brought like $7 back. Oh my goodness. So you're waiting to get that third hit to collect, and then you'll have your money back. So don't worry. So let's get it. Let's get it. We haven't got a 10 yet, but let's get a 5 or 9. That would be great. Let's see what happens here. How about a 4? We got the 4. So that actually works good because we're going to get paid on that 4 right here. Even money here, and then we get double here. So $20 bet wins $25. So then we would take, and let's leave that there. If this goes up, then we know, look at that, we have enough for $25 each on the 4 and 10. We do have to throw in $2 to get it though. So let's go ahead and do that. And now these are buy bets. So those are buy bets now. They pay $49. All right. So we have everything pressed, and because we have everything pressed together, the puck is off, so all those bets are off. So now we're just playing the pass line again, And let's get another point established. All right, here we go. And it's a 10. So this time we're on the 10. And you might say, okay, what would you do, Brian? You have your 4 and 10 pressed. What would you do if you're playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise? Well, remember, on a cruise with Royal Caribbean, it's only single odds. So what would I do with that 25? I would leave that 25 there. So I would say stay on the 25, and I wouldn't put any odds because I'm going to get paid $49 there and 10 here. Because I can't put 25 back here, I'm just going to put it over there on the point. All right? So leave it there. That's what you would say. All right, now let's see if we can get one hit here, and it is a 10, hard 10. Wow. So we got it. So you might say, why didn't you put odds here? Well, we didn't want to risk more than we had to, and we're going to throw in $1 and get paid 50 right here. And this puck goes off, and let's calculate the money. We won the last one. We won the last $10 here. And we did put it all back in, but we're bringing back $60 on this hit, okay? So we're bringing back 60. We started with 64.74. So we're taking this one back instead of pressing. This is our collection point, okay? So now we collected here. So and we have $4 here actually too. So $64 we brought back right here, and we started with 74. So we have all that money out there, and this is $136, $46, $146. But our investment right now, because we got the hits and we collected right there, is $10. So we have $146, we have a plus $136 right now. So that's good. So now we're coming out again. So all these bets are off. And right now we can choose to start over and go down back to 64 and bring some of that money back to our rack. Or we can just keep pressing forward. Here we go. And that's a 9. So the 9, now these bets were off, and so the point becomes 9. And same scenario here. Right here you have the $10. You could put $10 here, but you can't put 25 back here. So I would leave the 25 there because I'm treating the 5 and 9 as the same bet. And I need either a 5 or a 9 for that one. And this one, I could put 10 here, but remember, we're not totally out of the hand yet. So I'm not going to risk another $10, okay? I'd rather have this bet all this money for $10 right now instead of $20. And let's hit that 9, and then get paid 35 there, plus 10 here. So I'd get an extra $45 if I hit the 9. Let's see what happens here. And it's a 6, hard 6. All right, so we talked about this at the beginning. 18 and 18, we get paid 21. Do we want to collect the 21 right now, or do we want to go to 30 and 30? All we have to do is throw in $3, and if we throw in $3, then they both look like 30 because they pay 21 plus the 3 plus the 36 that was here. I know that's a lot of math, but trust me, it is $36 that you had out there, and now you have 60 when you add 3 and get paid 21. Got your calculator? Beep, 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 beep. Yep. All right, there we go. Now we have $160 out there and 10 here, but we haven't brought more to our rack. We actually threw in an extra 3. We need any one of those to hit, and then we'll be in profit land. But you never want to think that. You never want to think. Don't ever think, I just need one more hit. Don't say that. Don't even think it. Oh, we got an 8. I got scared when I saw that 6 because, oh man, it was so close. Look where it was. Look where it was. Okay, there's the 6, right? But look at this one. Oh my goodness, it was so close. All right, so we did get the 8. That pays 35. And that's a collection. That's a collection mode. So we got really far here, got the collection, and we've been rolling for a long time, and you know that big red will be coming soon, and it depends on how you want to do it. Do you want to count all that as profit too and go back up and start over? A lot of times people will just start over on the next shooter, and because we're profit, if we went down right now, we'd make a lot of profit, like over $100. We're in profit, but we're leaving it all out there right now, and we want to just get some hits. We want to continue to roll. So let's do that. That's what we're here to do. All that money's casino money, and we actually made a profit. We started with 500. We have over 500 right here in our rack, and we have 160 out there, and we can win. And so the idea is, now do we want to press until we collect another level, or now do we want at this level just to collect until big red comes? I don't know. Depends on how you want to do it. Any suggestions in the chat? If we should continue pressing or collecting, let me know. Here we go. It is 11, yo 11, so that we don't get paid on there. I'm waiting to see in the chat, viewer's choice. Should we keep collecting or should we press on the next hit? I have to know quick because here comes the dice. Oh yeah, it's too late to do a don't come. Oh, don't come. Okay. I'm not going to do that because then we're risking $100. We're already up. Let's get a couple more hits and maybe we could do that. That's a good way, by the way, to get out of the hand. And so if I was going to do that, I would do a quarter, not 100. That's kind of steep. It's kind of steep. What is it? Proto Man, 272. That's kind of steep to put 100 out there. Let's see if I can get one more hit, because even if I did have something in the DC right now, I would lose if the bad number came. So let's see if I can get one more hit, and then I'll put it in the DC. How about that? Here we go. How about a 10? Wow. That's okay. I said it. I said I would put it in the, because that's $50 right there. And so now we locked up some profit. Now we're going to actually, and this is, I don't normally do this to get out of the hand. I usually just let the, let it just resolve when it resolves, because we can hit the 9 and still be going, you know what I mean? So that paid 50. So now what we're going to do, since Proto Man suggested, we're going to put $50 in the DC, and I'll show you what will happen there. All right, so $50 in the DC. It wins on 2-3. Let's see if we can get a 2 or a 3. How about a 7? Crap, man. That's your fault, Mr. Dice. All right, so we lost that, and we lost everything. I should have just been content and happy with, with just letting it roll out. But it comes sooner or later. So we lost everything there, and all the money that we had out there, which when you include that 50, it was 200 and what was it? $220. We had $220 on the table. Boom, gone, just like that. All right. So I hope that was like a little example of what it looks like to press both the numbers and keep them similar. I really like playing like that way, is to treat them as one bet and press them to make sure they match all the time. Now, you have to get a lot more hits, and I don't know if you saw that, but we got a lot of hits to get to that place. So the other thing that, and we talked about another way to press. How about one more way to press? And then we'll do viewer's choice if you guys have a strategy or a bet that you want me to make and roll out. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do, because this is another way to press, is keep all your money that you put out there. We're going to do 64 again. Now let's just see where we're at. So let me get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we actually made $70 on that roll. So that's not too bad. We made, oh wait, sorry, wait, was that right? No. I was way wrong. 1, 2. We made $21 on that roll. Wow, I like it when I do my math wrong. Ugh. All right, so $21. Okay, but we're gonna go out again for 65, and I'm gonna show you a different way, another way to press. That if you want to, could make the difference in and you get $1 change. All right, so $1 change coming back to the rack. And we're assuming we're not the shooter this time, so we don't have to bet the pass line or the don't pass because we shot and now it's going to rotate to the next shooter. So we're assuming somebody else is shooting. And we have our 64 out there, and we just need to get a point established. All right, so let's roll it. And let's see what happens. Here we go. How about a 5? All right, so the point is 5. Now this bet was off because the puck was off. And we're just going to go ahead and stay on the 5. That pays 14 there. But this press is another press. Some people call it a cliffhanger. Some people call it a towering. Like you choose a number, and everything that hits, you're going to put it on that number. So let's have somebody in the chat choose one of these numbers. You could choose the 5, but I wouldn't recommend choosing the 5. The 6 and 8 have the highest probability of hitting. There's 10 ways to make, 5 ways for the 6, 5 ways for the 8. So what this would be is a cliffhanger or a towering, like a towering 8 or something like that. But you choose what number. Yeah, tell me about it. Is it like digital, Gary? Is it like digital or is it a clear shot? I don't know. All right, we're going. Sleepy Doggo says to put it on the 8. So every hit that we get, we're going to put on the 8. We're only going to collect when the 8 hits. Now, what that means is if the 8 hits, we're just going to take $14. Okay? We're only collecting on the 8 from this point forward until the end of this hand. So let's see what happens. Here we go. And it's a 10, okay? So that's actually perfect because it is a perfect amount of pressure because that pays 18, right? So we're gonna make the 8 look like 30, just like that. So the 8 already has 30 on it after one hit. So everything goes on the 8, we collect on the 8. Here we go. And it's a 4. Wow, another 18, wow. So now we're at, what is this? This is 30, 35, 40, 45, 48. So 48 pays 54. Okay, here we go. Let's see what comes next. How about a Yo 11? Yo 11, don't get paid on that. Here we go. And it's a 3. Oh, craps 3. And it's a 7 out. Crap, man. That's why they call this craps. Crap. We had, all we needed was that hit. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So that happened to be a really short roll. That like sucked as bad as the camera that I got out of a cereal box. This camera? Gary, you talking about this camera? All right. So we're down in our bankroll. Okay, so now if we're down in our bankroll, we want to risk some money because we risked $64 right there. And then we had more out there because we put our hits out there. So let's go ahead and we're going to put 75 on the don't. You might say, what the heck? 75 on the don't. And then we'll put 65. Here, I'll just take this back. 65 out there. Give me 64 across. And we're going to go back up again. and dollar change. All right, because we're shooting this time. There's only 2 people at the table, so we have to bet a pass or a don't pass if we're rolling the dice. So with that being said, we're putting 75 on the don't. It wins on 2-3. It loses on 7-11. It pushes on the 12. Right now, when the puck is off, we don't want to see a 7 or 11. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get past it. All right, place your bets. Here we go. Can we get past? No 7, no 11, and it is a 6. We did. So that is awesome. All right, this goes to 6, and now we're gonna do. We need to pick a number. Are we gonna do the 8 again, or should we pick? Oh, it's grainy. Crap, man. Okay. I've been noticing it's been grainy, and I think I don't want to blame YouTube, but yeah, did it get better that quick? Okay. Well, yeah, okay. I hope it lasts. There's probably somebody in the house using up all the bandwidth in a battle right now on like some Call of Duty game or something. That's probably what's happening. All right. All right. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys, like everybody, ladies and gentlemen, being here. Don't forget to go to holyroller.com and get yourself a Let's Roll hat. All right, so it's a flat bill, but you can also, bend it, make it look like a regular hat, or it comes with black bill and black dot up here instead of red, if you'd like. And that's at holyroller.com. Can you see that right up there? Or is there something in the way? I don't know. Let me know. But I have a time to answer a question. Go ahead. We're gonna roll in just a second here. Let me roll, and then I'll see what you asked there. IPTV clip. All right. So we got the 75 on the don't, meaning that if a 6 rolls, we lose this. But if the bad number rolls, we'll lose that, but get paid 75. So it's kind of a hedging system because we're kind of down. So we're kind of like, we should do the towering 6 is what we should do. Let's do that. We're gonna do the towering 6 in this scenario. Here we go. How about a 6? Oh my goodness, we're only collecting on the 6, and that means this loses. But guess what we got? We got $14. we traded our 75 for 14. Oh my goodness. We're gonna put it all on the 6, and we're going off, and then we'll have $2 back. And this time, because we're shooting, we'll just go with $10 on the pass line. All right. Let me see if I can answer a question. Would you ever consider laddering your light and the darkness strategy after getting knocked off? Yeah, I have. I went from 100 to 200. And then because I had 200 here, I went only 100 there, but I used the other 100 to just put it on the point. So even though I went across for 96 across with 100 here, 96 across, plus the 100. So like if it was the 5, it was like 115. Didn't really pay 200, so I still needed to put the first hit on the point. So yeah. It's just hard. It's tough because that big risk, you can. It is a big risk. I don't know. I mean, you know how we're playing for 64 right here. If I had 100 here, when the point was 6, I could have put 100 here, 64, and the rest on the 6. Put the first hit on the 6. But a point really knocks you off all the time. You could get a hard 6. You can hop the 6 to kind of get a couple hits out of the way. There's all kinds of ways to do it. But if you ladder, you place bets to match, you need 2 hits. Yeah, you do. You do. Like, yeah. Every strategy needs at least one, well, I would say at least 2 or 3 hits. Every strategy. So, or system, depending on if you think of it as a system or a strategy. So yeah, you have to recoup the loss too. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You could bleed. You could bleed. Okay. So we're coming out. We're on the pass line here. Or were you suggesting that I double up? Okay, I'll double up. It's it's scary, but here we go. We got 150. 150 laddering up. So anyway, let's see if we can get past no 7, no 11. No coverage. Oh my goodness. Let's get a 2-3. Then we got our money back, right? There, get it. How about a 4? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, so the point becomes 4. Now this is 150. I'm going to have to, like, we're going to still do the towering, but I'm going to do something different right here because this is 150 and it's a 4. So we'll do the towering 6 still, but what we're going to do is we're going to take, well, actually, we're going to count all this. So we're going to take this down, and we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. Okay? Everybody here with that? 75. Watch this. We have 150 here. We can put 75 right there. Okay? So that's going to cost us like $3, maybe $4. But we're going to put 75 right there, make it a buy bet. That pays 150 for $4, okay, or $3, depending on how they're going to charge the vig. So this breaks even. We just took this out of the scenario here, and we are going to press. Let me throw in $2 more. I'm going to throw in $2 more just to get the 6 at a towering level. A towering level of, wait, let me see. No, I'm going to throw in $3. And then it's at 30. There you go. So we got a $30 6. We're towering that 6, and we're going to collect on the 6. All right. Let me check the, yeah, IPTV Club. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, Degen mode unlocked. Here we go. I don't want to have to worry about this. So if Big Red comes, I'm gonna get all that money back. If the 4 comes, I'll keep all the money here, including the pressure on the 6, and then I'll get paid 150 if the 4 comes. So this is like a break-even scenario, and the reason why I like to use this on the cruise is because right now this is over a $300 average bet that I'm getting for a free cruise, but I only risked it on the first roll. You know what I mean? Oh my God, 1 roll risk, and I keep all that money out there because there's other systems you could do where you put like a large amount out here working, and say you put, you know, whatever, 320 across or something like that, and you get the hit, and then you take your 320 down. I was only betting 150. I guess you can go 160 across, get a hit. You'll have $35 though, you know? So anyway, oh my goodness. All right, let's get, remember, we're only collecting on the 6. And it is a 12. It would be a double 6. All right, here we go. Let's get we're only collecting on the 6. Let's get something else and press it up on the 6, and then we'll start doing it. Okay, there's an 8. So that's good because we're going to press that. We're going to get paid 14, and we're going to press it by 12. Now our 6 looks like 42. It pays 49, and we're going to take $2 back to our rack. Well, I guess we do have to. Well, let's put the $2 on the hard 6 just for some extra juice. All right, here we go. No. How about a 3? It would be a craps 3. Don't they have new casinos in Tampa with craps? Yeah, I think Tampa, well, Florida, yeah, they just got craps all over the place now. I don't know if it's in, there's an 8, another $12 pressure. Another $12 pressure, because that's going to pay 14. And we're going to press it up by $12. So what does that look like? Okay, so that's 30 plus 24, so 54. What's that pay? 54. What's 54 pay? Anybody? 54? What does 54 pay? Well, I know I could just break it down. It pays 28 plus 35, whatever that is. All right, here we go. And there's another 8. Wow. Maybe we should have towered the 8. Oh my goodness. And that means we get another 14. And see, that's what they tell dealers. Don't worry about what it pays until it hits, because now it's going to be different, right? We didn't even have to do all that mind games here, because now we're at $60.06. And we know 60 pays 70. All right. We're going to take, oh, that was a, oh, no, we're pressing that 6. Now it looks like 4. All right, here we go. Let's see. How about a Yo 11? Yo 11. Let me check the chat really quick. Woo. Yeah, let's get a 9. Why not? The 8's been feeding that 6. So if you're just joining in, sorry about that, kicking the camera. But if you just joined in, we're doing we're towering the 6. We're putting all of our hits on the 6, and we're hoping to hit the 6 so we can collect. All right, we started with 150 out there and 150 right there. So big red's not going to hurt us, and the 4's not going to hurt us, but we do want to see that 6. All right, here we go. And it is, oh, we got it, folks. I got to get it over here because it's behind the ship there. And we got it. We got the 6. All right. So the 60 pays 70. All right. So we can either take the 6 back down and start over, or we could just collect the 70 and leave the 6 at 60. What do you want to do? Let me know in the chat. For now, I'm not going to press it because we collect on the 6. That's the system. You only collect on the 6. So should we take it down or should we leave it up? What are we going to do? Oh, take it back down? What about take it halfway down? Can I take it to 30? Collect and leave as is? Okay, I got only 2 choices here, and I got 2 people that want to do something different. And so I need to hear from one other person, tiebreaker. So let's see. We got to get. Oh, I know we did lose that 75 on the we tower up. Okay, so we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it as and let's get a back-to-back 6. It did come easy, so we lost that hard 6 money. So that's all right. All right, here, let's get it. Get that 6 back to back. How about a 5? That's close enough. 5 pays 14. And you know what that means? Because we're going to go up another $12 on that 6. So I got to get the cap. The caps are so confusing on which part goes off. I think that would be the cap. So we're at 72. 72 pays 84. Here we go. Let's get a 6. How about a 4? Oh, we hit the 4. No big deal. No big deal. So it is going to cost us $3. We're going to lose this, but the $75 4 pays $150, so it's back. All right. So that goes over here. And we're still rolling. Should we risk that or should we go down? Let me see. I always say, if you sometimes people go on the don't. I'm like, hey, play in the don't, because I'll shoot from the don't sometimes. Maybe not with sometimes it's 100. Most of the time it's 100. I think what I'll do is I'll actually go down to 100. And I'll bring this back down, and then I'll get my $3 back when I take it down, and then I'll go back up for 10, right there like that. And then we'll just to see what the point is, and we'll use the extra money for the point. How about that? So, well, what I say to some people, because I'll shoot from the don't, sometimes. And people are like, what? What are you doing shooting from the don't? I'm like, hey, me shooting from the don't is the only way to guarantee points. Because you know how when people shoot from the don't, they always knock themselves off. It's so hilarious. But again, I always hedge and do both of them, so I don't lose. So I just risk everything right now. $100 risk on a come out roll. Let's get a 2-3, and that'll be fine. But we got a 5. We got a 5. So the point becomes 5. So $75. So this at $100 here, you would need $75 to be there to pay 105. And so I'm just gonna risk it. I'm here to risk, right? We're gonna collect on that 6 and not have to worry, because we're gonna that 6 is gonna pay more than 100 right now. Or is it? Let's see. What is it gonna pay? 70 plus 14. No, not quite. 84. Yeah. But in this case, if I hit that 6, I'll take the 6 down to make sure I have 100 in my rack. From the hit, I'll bring it down, probably back down to 60. And so that I can not have to worry about the 5. All right. So all we need now is no 5. Okay, everybody? No 5. No 5. And it's a 4. Wow. Okay. That's wow, this is dangerous, because we're going up $18 on the 6 again. Now what is it? If I add another 18, I'm losing track. So there's 75, 80, 85, 90. Oh, it's at 90, folks. It's at 90. So that pays 105. Woo, we need the 6 to hit. We need the 6 to hit. Let's hit that 6. All right, no 5. No. Oh, are we still, now we're asking for that $50 DP again? Oh my goodness. How about a 9? Oh my gosh, it's getting close, folks, because the 9, the other side of the 9, can you see that? The other side of the 9. Woo! And look at the side of the dice. I don't know if you see the side. Look at that. It's a 4-1 on the side. Ooh, it wants to be a 5. Oh my goodness. But we do get $14 for the 9. Man, this is getting crazy out here. What is this? So that's 90. 102, folks. 102. We're at 102 on the towering 6, or the cliffhanger 6, however you want to call it. Towering, or tower the 6, or the cliffhanger 6. But we want to get that 6. No 5. Here we go. No 5 shooter. No 5. How about a 9 again? Woo. The dice are telling us, get ready for that 5. But we need a 6 first, Mr. Dice. We need a 6 first. Oh my goodness. Sometimes craps is like, press your luck. And right now the 5 is the whammy. I'll tell you that right now. All right, here we go. 102 to 114. Okay, this is, wow. 114. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna bring 2 back to our rack. Who cares about that hard 6? We just want any 6. Let's get it. Come on, I need your guys' help. Let's get that 6. Get that 6. And it is, oh no, the ship is hiding it. This is always the scary part, to see what's it gonna be. Oh, it's an 8. Wow. I was so scared when I saw that 6 right there. Oh my goodness. Whew, it's an 8. Oh my gosh. This is getting too tall, but we committed to this system, and now I'm kind of regretting it. Because I said, I don't care what you say, we're going to tower the 6. Now we're towering it by another 12. So that's taking it to another $30 there. And so now we're at 120. 120 pays 140. Let's take the 2 back to our rack. Oh my gosh. Come on, 6. Let's do it. Let's get a 6 because we got one. I definitely take that and go and then regress. All right, remember we always talk about that. Press, collect, regress. We're only collecting on the 6. That's the game right now. Oh my goodness. It's $120. Pays $140. Let's get that 6. And it is a 10. Oh crap. It's a 10. I shouldn't be mad that it's a 10, but I'm just going up another $18 on the 6 because that pays 18 and we're pressing all the way up on the 6. Oh my gosh, what is that? So that is 25, another 30. So that takes it to 133. I don't even know what that pays. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what that pays. I'm gonna have to break that down. I should have left it stacked the right way so I could break it down, but we're at 133 on the 6. Oh my gosh. Somebody tell me what does $133 pay on the 6? Let's get it. Because, well, remember, we shouldn't try to figure it out because maybe we'll get something else and we're pressing it right now. Okay, let's get that 6. How about, oh crap, it's a 7. Oh, it's a 7. Now we started with how much did we start from out there? $64, and we have 100 here. So we still won some money. We still won. We won, what, 40, 30, what is it? I don't know how much we won. I know that we get $100. Now you might say, there's a bunch of money there. Remember, that's all casino money though. That's all casino money. So all this money comes down. And we got 100 back. And then we're gonna throw in $64. 64. Put me back up. I told you to regress. Just rub it in. Just rub it in. Thanks, Gary, for letting me know. Pays 161, man. Wow. Oh, it should be 132. Sorry about that. Like, I got all excited, but I was getting scared at the same time. All right, there's 64 back up. All right, viewer's choice. Viewer's choice. Sometimes you can tell I say dealer's choice. If I'm playing, sometimes I'll just say, hey, I want to, press your choice, two-way. What do you want, dealers? Dealer's choice. Sorry, I'm just straightening up some money real quick. And so tell me, what would you want to see as far as a strategy? I don't have to do the light and the darkness. This strategy is called light in the darkness. Whatever you put out there, you put enough out here to cover it. We had 75 and 64, and then we got knocked off, so we added an extra quarter to kind of put that back a little bit. And so we could do a light in the darkness version of any strategy, or we could just continue picking a towering 8. Press the 6 and 8. Yeah, treat them like one. Treat them like one unit. And then only collect on the 6 and 8. Because, man, that 8 hit a bunch. So, all right, we might do that. We might just do that. Do you want to do the don't pass, or should we just shoot from the pass line? Screw the don't pass. Go for the triple press and collect. All right, so let's take this down. Let's see where we're at, because we started with 500. So let me see, 25. Let me see, I'm just kind of calculating. I'm going to put this here just to see. So we are down, believe it or not, we're down, but we are down $6. Oh, but we have all that out there. So we're actually up, because we have $594 in our rack, and we have 64 out there. So we're up. Or sorry, 400. Did I say 494? We started with 500, so we have 494, plus we have 64 out there. So we're up in our rack right now. We got knocked off big time on some stuff, but we're up. Minimum pass. Max odds. See, that's the thing, Steven. Playing odds on a cruise with Royal Caribbean, because we play craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. That's what the channel's all about. You only play single odds. You can only get single odds on a cruise, and the single odds, they don't count the odds towards your free cruise. So with that, I usually never play odds if I'm going to play any kind of pass line or come bet, or even don't pass. I won't even play odds. Yep, Gary's got it. It's so crazy when people, sometimes people are learning to play, and they're learning to play craps, let alone craps on a cruise. And whenever you learn to play craps, the dealers always tell you, play the pass line. They don't tell you you only have to play the pass line if you're rolling the dice. They just tell everybody to play the pass line. Like the worst bet, worst bet is the pass line. And if you play single odds, you get paid more. Like if I put $10 and $10 pass line and $10 behind, $20 bet, each one of those would pay more if I just put $20 on the point, So it doesn't really make sense. But I do got that 64 out there. Hello. I got the 64 out there. So were we the shooter right there? And we won, right? We passed? No. We had a 7 out. I remember that. Yeah, we had the 7 out, and so now we're not the shooter. Pass the dice. Of course, it's going to go counterclockwise to somebody else. So now we're going to. We can play. If some of you thought that was an aggressive strategy, it wasn't really an aggressive strategy. Every hit we got, we were putting on one number. We were hoping for that one number to hit, and that's the number we were collecting. It didn't happen twice. So we started out this whole thing with talking about pressing both numbers. And that probably would have been better than just pressing one number, because you're waiting for that one number to hit. And if it never hits, you left all that casino money out there. Although sometimes I like to do it, and I usually do it on the 8. I don't know why, but I always do the 8. And I just put all my hits on the 8. And when that 8 hits, I bring all the money that was on the 8 and the winnings, and I take it all back. And then I do another strategy with the money that's out there. I don't do it again, It's just fun to play that way sometimes. All right. So 64. So let's talk about this. Those that are here watching, if you're on the vertical stream on your tablet or phone, right up at the top, you're going to see a subscribe button. If you see the subscribe button, you're not subscribed to the channel, so please do. And then if there's some buttons over here in the corner, that if you hit those buttons, you'll be able to give us a like on this video, thumbs up. And then if you want to check out holyroller.com, it's Holy Roller without the ER, just the Holy Roll R, right? holyroller.com. You can get yourself some merch, some hats. Here's a Let's Roll hat with some dice. It's an embroidered hat, very nice. And then we do have some merchandise there. We have a mug, a Holy Roller mug. We do have a Holy Roller t-shirt. Is this too close for you? Holy Roller t-shirt. And then we also have other really cool shirts that I like. Even though it's called the Holy Roller channel and we have the Holy Roller t-shirt, I actually wear the Holy Roller shirt in a lot of the videos I do, but I have like one that says Horn High Yo. That's a nice shirt I like to wear. Always working. I like that one. Let's Roll. Just like the hat, I have a shirt that says Let's Roll. Go over to holyroller.com. Down at the bottom, you'll see merch. Hit that merch button, and you can see all the different designs we have. And if you ever want or have an idea for a shirt that you'd like to see, I have one that's Light Cider, one that says Dark Cider, one that says YouTuber. It's all kinds of different shirts we have there. But if you have an idea of a shirt that you'd like, let me know. Maybe not in the chat here, but go to the any one of my videos, say, hey, idea for a shirt, just comment. If you're watching this later, you could comment on this one, but sometimes I don't get to see all these chats after the video's over. So comment on one of my videos and say, t-shirt idea, and then maybe we'll have it up on our site, and maybe we should do a contest sometime. Do you play dice every night on a cruise, or do you back away the last night? That's a good question. I heard on Princess and maybe even Carnival, I'm not sure. I only play on Royal Caribbean, but the last night on, I know Princess doesn't count. So a lot of times people don't play on the last night because it doesn't count towards their free cruise. But I play every night, and I usually get a certificate the night before, and most people will. But you always have to check your points, because you might get a certificate for 3,000 points, but you have 3,800 points. And all you need is 200 more points to get to 4,000 and get a better offer, you know? And if that happens, you just go to the casino host and you say, hey, I got to the next level. Can I get that other offer? Hey, what's up, Luminary? Luminary's in the house. Hey, you might see Blue Wrench Club right there, and a member of the channel. I know we have some of the members here, so if you ever want to join and support a channel, you can support us at holyroller.com by buying some merch, or you can support us by giving us a like. Doesn't cost you anything there. Or if you want to become a member, I have secret videos for my members on how we earn free cruise offers. So, Luminary, have you got your free cruise offer yet? Who in here has played craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise? If you're here, if you're watching, let us know. Put it in the chat. Let us know. You won a free cruise by playing craps on a cruise. That would be awesome. I'm going to roll out, and I'm going to show you, and I forget who it was that always wanted to do that don't. I'm going to show you a cool way to get out of a hand. And what I mean by out of a hand is get your money back, and kind of like, this is like an opposite of whenever you press, you want the number to hit again. Well, this is like the opposite of, like, you don't want a number to hit again, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and we'll do it right now with 64 across, somebody else shooting. We're going to do it right now, okay? We're going to do it right now. Not yet. Later this year on our next cruise. All right, Luminary. Do it. Free comp cruise. First time. And 16-day cruise on Princess for $100 plus tips and taxes. Go get it. 3 cruises, MJ. MJ is a longtime subscriber and member of the channel. Of course, you got 3 free cruises thanks to the light and the darkness strategy. Man, Mike and Tiffany. I don't know if you guys seen that video with Mike and Tiffany. It was Tiffany's first time playing craps, like in the casino at all, like her first time ever in the casino playing craps on a cruise. We were there with her, and she won 2 free cruises. She got over 2,500 points. Her first time playing. It was pretty awesome. All right, here we go. We're going to do, I'm going to show you how to get out of the hand. This should be a whole nother video, but since you're here, since you're watching, we'll go ahead and do it. Here it goes, and it's a come out roll, and it's a 6. The point is 6, and what we're going to do this time is we're just going to leave that there because we're not rolling the dice. We don't need so we just say stay, and let's see if we can get a hit here. All right, here it is. It is 7 out. Crap, man. This is what happens when you let the dice go cold. Look, they're so cold, they're blue. That's how cold they are. They were in the freezer. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm just gonna, just for the sake of speed, I'm gonna throw in $64 and imagine this all gets taken away. I put in another 64 and then they put it back, okay? Fast motion. I did that so fast. There we go. What a horrible, horrible roll that was. This is a 0.7 out. That's what they call a 0.7 out. How many 0.7 outs you guys see? Oh my goodness. There's a 5 this time. So now we're out on the 5. The point is 5. We have to roll a 5 before a 7 in order to pass or win. And we want just any one of those box numbers to roll. Let's see. And it's a 6. All right, so we got a 6. All right, so this is how we're going to get out of the hand, and I'm going to show you. So they're going to pay us $14, and we're actually going to make it 15. Okay, so sometimes whenever you have $12, it pays 14. They'll say, "Throw me $1," and you're like, "Why do they want $1 from me? I just won," you know. And it's 1 for 15. So that's what they're going to give you. We're going to take the $15 and we're going to put it on the don't pass, and then we're going to wait and see what happens next. Okay. Now, some people say we should take down the 6, but remember, we're going to take down whatever hits here. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get another one. 7. Crap, man. This is the worst ever. Notice how I didn't break the stick. It's like 7, rah, break the stick. Okay, I don't want to buy another stick. All right, here we go. 2.7 outs. If I was on the don't, I wouldn't have lose so much money. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Another $64. This is why you need, whatever your strategy is out here, you need enough for 10 shooters. So $64, we should have $640 at least, maybe $700. And we only had $500 to start with. Oh my gosh. PSO, 0.7 out. Oh my gosh. All right. So you can tell what's happening. I'm losing so much money right here. I'm so glad it's not real money. Here we go. It is a 7 winner, frontline winner on the 7. There we go. Let's get him out of the way now. Oh my gosh. There's an 8. Point is 8 this time. All right. No 0.7 out this time. That's for sure. I won't do it. I won't do it. I guess we did get 1 hit on that last one, but still. All right. There's a 12 midnight. 12 midnight. 12. And there's a 9. So we got a 9. Remember, we're going to throw in 1. 15 for 1. And we get 15. And we're going to say DC. And usually they'll say DC action. All right. DC action. We got the DC over there. Here we go. And it's an 8. Oh, that's the winner. Winner 8. Wow, it happened. So this is going to go behind the 8, right? We're going to get paid another 15 for 1. And this will go off. We're going to take down our 8, okay? And this 15, we can't put it back on the DC because the puck is off. So you can only do a DC when the puck is off because it's the same bet as the don't pass when the puck is, off. So this is the same bet as that. But we're going to hold this in our hand and wait for a point to be established. Hopefully it's not an 8 because if an 8 rolls, we lose that 15. But remember, we pulled back down our 8. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Coming out on the 8. Of course, it would be the 8. That's almost as bad as a 0.7 out. All right, no, not really. So do we want to put that back up? Yeah, let's put it back up. We got to start over. Here we go. Why do we got to start over? We did have that $15 though. Let's put it in there. Let's put it in there. We did have that $15. And it is a 5. All right, this is happening. It's happening. We're going to throw in $1 so we could get 15 for 1. This 15 will travel behind the 5. We'll take the 5 down. We'll put it in our rack, and then we'll go up for another 15. There we go. And now we want no 5. Let's get it. How about a 6? All right. So now we do the same thing. 15 for 1. They're going to give us 15. This will go behind the 6. Then we take the 6 down. Right? And we take 15 and put it in the don't. So we're setting up all these numbers that will get paid when Big Red comes. If Big Red comes, no 5, no 6. Here we go. 7. Wow. Okay, so that kind of hurts a little bit, but we did take some money down. We lose all these. We lost that one. We do get paid 15 there and 15 there. So we're bringing back, what's that, 60 to our rack, plus we took down 2 of them, 3 of them, I forget. So you'd have to check your bankroll, I guess. So let's see where we're at. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we had all that money out there. So yeah, we lost money on that one because there's 4, 25, 430, $430. So we had 64 out there. I don't even know how we lost money. You know, sometimes you got to make sure to manage your bankroll well. And that's the good thing about a good system, is knowing where your money is and knowing where it's going, and getting out of the hand. So we didn't get out of that hand, meaning we still had money at risk. So what's your normal buy-in at the table? I usually bring 1,000 and I'll buy in for 500, and I'll keep another 500 in my pocket, that if I need it, then I'll use it. But whenever I'm playing on a cruise, if I'm trying to win a cruise that's worth, say, because it's a cruise for 2 that you win, and if you get up to the 2,000 point level, the cruise that you earn is probably about a $2,000 cruise. So I'd probably just bring $2,000 on the cruise, and I still buy in on the first night. I'll buy in for 1,000, well, 500, and then I have 500 in my pocket. And then if it goes well the first night, then I can take that and do it every night, because I usually, out of 2,000, I'm usually at 3,000 during the cruise, and then usually I'll risk that extra 1,000 by the end of the cruise, so that I walk away with the 2 that I came with, and I leave with my 2,000 and my free cruise. That's kind of how it works, at least the way I do it. Yeah, see, that's pretty. See, that's it right there, MJ. So 1,500, right? And you buy in for 1,000, and people are like, "Wait a minute, how do you do that? $1,000 a night?" And if it's a 7 night, you'd think you would need 7,000, but you are playing 7,000, but you only brought 15 because you're buying in for 1,000 each night. Now, most people would say, "What if you lose? What if you lose?" And that's why we play the system we play, so that we don't lose. Because even though we have 200 out, we're only risking 100. So anyway, so this is what I would do right now. So you know how I said I'm down. I know I need to get back to 500. I'm gonna risk 1/4, almost a little bit under 1/4 of the, or 25% of the bankroll. Now you should never really risk more than 10% of the bankroll at a time. But I'm putting 100 in, right? $100, right? So technically, this is based off of $1,000. But because we're going to be hedging, we are risking 100 on this one roll. If we lose it, I'm going to show you how to get it back. But basically, because we're down, that's why I'm using this system, is because I want to get my money back. And so I'll show you. There's many ways you could get your money back, but I'm going to try to get it back with just a couple rolls. And I just don't want to lose it with, I don't want to lose my money trying to risk it all on the light side. I'm happy risking out here as long as I have it covered right here. So let's see, this is the big risk on your first roll, no 7, no 11. If that happens, I won't go back up, but I'll show you what I'll do if that happens. Here we go. 10. So that's a 10 10 on the end, $100 here, and the 10 is, the 4 and 10 are actually the best. So the point becomes 10, and let me show you why. I have $100, so then what I would do is I would calculate $100 that I would have. So here is 25, so here's $100. So here's $100 here, I could put $100 out there. The first thing I'm gonna do is put a $50 10, okay? A $50 10 pays $100. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the rest of the money. Let me get some change for that quarter. Now I'm gonna use the rest of the money to go up over here. I'm gonna do 10, let me see, 10. I'm not gonna have a 4. There's 12, $4, hard 10, hard 4, 2 each. That's what I would do. So I'm using $100 out there, and I got $100 here. If the 10 comes, I get paid 100. I keep all this money. If the 7 comes, I lose all this money, which is 100, and then I get paid 100. All right. I did have to pay $2 for the VIG there, so let's see. Let's see if we can get no 10, no 7. All right. But what we did here is really we took away the 7. There's 6 ways to make a 7. We took away the 7 from the casino. We made 10 the bad number, but because we put it on, it's not that bad. All right, here we go. And it's a 5. 5. So because I'm trying to win some money back, I'm gonna be really aggressive. Watch this. I'm gonna throw in $1 and make the 5 look like a quarter, because 14 plus the 10 that was there plus the 1 makes 25. So let's see if we can get another 5 here. It's a 10. Well, crap. It would be a 10. All right. So $2 pays 100. So we lose this. $2 pays 100. Now we put it back. We do have that there. And then the puck goes off. Hopefully we can get a 4 and 10 again. That would be the best. And it's a 9. So this time we're on the 9 instead of the 10. And so $75 pays 105 on the 9. And if we put $75 on the 9, so when we take this down, we're going to get our $2 back. And let's go with the 10 here. Actually, let's go like this. We're going to go with, let's go with 35. And let's break this up and get the 4 and 10. And then we'll get $5 change. So the point is 9. So this is 35, only pays 50. But we have some extra money out there for our coverage. So we don't want a 9 here, but well, let's see if we can get a 5. That would be great. How about a 3? 3, craps 3. Okay, craps 3. This is probably becoming one of my longest lives, by the way. All right, here we go. 6. We got a 6. So remember, we're being aggressive to win some money back. We do have some money at risk. We are going to throw in $4, and what that will make our $12 6 plus 14 plus 4 equals 30. So we got $30. And so we're looking for a 5 and a 6, 5 and a 6. Now, you might say, what if the 9 comes, are you going to lose this? But remember, we're winning money and we're putting it here. So if the 9 comes, we'll still have this money, which would cover this money. So, and if the bad number comes, then this money right here, we'll get our original investment back. All right, here we go. Let's get a 5 or 6. Oh, there's a 7. Man, I shouldn't even have talked about it. It's like, what? You talking about a 7? All right, so we get paid 100. And 100, 200, 300, 429. 429. So all of that play. What was it? We're a little bit down, I think. But anyway, having all that money out there and not risking it all. So here we go. We're going to try it again because all we need is a couple points, a couple hits, hits on the double numbers, those numbers hitting again. What are we saying here? They don't really give me a hard time. No, they know I'm doing a comp system on the cruise, and then if they do give me a hard time, then like, so say if they cancel any bet out, they would cancel $50 out. The 50 I put on the 10, because I have 100, they would say, oh, you're just playing both sides. They would cancel 50 out, but I'd still have a $150 bet out there instead of a $200 bet out there, if they gave me a hard time about it. But did I take that? I took that from here. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, let's try it one more time. See if we can get past the no 7, no 11. No 7, no 11. 8. Hard 8. Hard 8. Point becomes 8. Now we have $100. I think I'm going to throw in a little bit more because I'm going to get a little bit aggressive. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put up the 8. And I'm going to throw in $15. I'm going to put a $60 8 right off the bat. I got a 5, 6. That's 15. I'm going to throw in 25 extra dollars. So hopefully we don't get a PSO. But I'm going to throw in an extra. I'm doing like a little iron cross action here. So we can press and get all those other numbers. Let's see what happens. And it's a 10. 10. So we get paid in the field. And we're going to get the 9. Here we go. And it's a 5. So that's good. The 5, we lose in the field. But we do get a $25 difference. So we're going to put the field back. And then we're going to get a $10 4 and 10. And let's put this on the hard 8 just in case. All right, here we go. Now, if a hard 8 comes, we make more. We made the 8 more valuable than the don't, but because we have all the free money out there too now. So let's go. And it's a yo 11. Yo 11. All right. So this pays 10. We need to go ahead and press the 9. 9 looks like 20. All right, here we go. And it's a 4. 4. So we get paid here. We also get paid 18. We're going to say buy it for a quarter. So it's going to look like a quarter. And we're going to get $2 back to our rack. And we still got $10 here. So we're going to make we're going to make the 9 look like a quarter. And then we're going to make the hard 8 look like 10. So see how we're just leaving all of our money out there? Here it comes. We'll just get all of our original investment back. But we're being very aggressive out here because we're using the casino money to get paid big. All we need is one of those press numbers to hit. Here we go. 9. We did. We got it. All right. So that pays 35. And it pays 10 here. So this is $40, $45 that we're just going to put in our rack. Okay. Here we go. Let's roll. And it's an 8. Winner 8. Okay. So you might say, oh, it's an easy 8. So we lost that 10. We lost the field because it's not a field. We lost this. And then we get paid 70. So let's throw in 5 for 75. And the puck goes off. And the I don't know if you remember, but we brought that 35, 40, what was it? 45, 45 back to our rack. So we, the difference, I could count it up and tell you where we're at, but right, we're way up right now. So we could just take everything down, have our original bet back, or we can just continue to play. But we're gonna risk 100 on the come out. If we risk the 100 right now and we lose it, then I'm taking that down and I'm getting the 100 back from out of that. Does that make sense, man? I hope that makes sense. This is like a master lesson right here. Not that I'm a master, but what I'm saying is, you'd have to know what, like if you understand what I'm talking about, I say you're pretty good at craps. All right, here we go. 7, man, I knew I had a plan for it, but I didn't want to have a plan for it. You know what I mean? Okay, I lose this, and now that means I'm coming down. So I'm coming down on my 4, and that I get $1 back when I do that. And I'm coming down on the 5 and 9 and the 8. And let me just go all the way down. I'm just gonna go all the way down. So I'm gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna get my 100 back, and then out of all the earnings. And then let's see, I started with, I don't know if you remember, but there's 75. So even though it looked like I lost 100, I remember I racked a little bit. So, I mean, man, I'm being aggressive trying to win my money back. I could count it up and tell you where I'm at, just to kind of see where I'm at. There's 100, and here is 375. No, sorry, I have a quarter in my hand. 1, 2, 3, $400. $400. Okay, I'm going backwards here. I just lost 100, so I was at $500. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to get back to 500. I could have just took it all down, which I did say that. Remember, I did say I could take it all down and have my money back, but I got a little greedy. Got a little greedy. Don't, you know, it's one of those things. You get a little greedy. Yeah, one of those nights. We're risking 100. Again, we're risking 100. All right, here we go. No 7, no 11. Let's get a 2, 3. Whew, that would be awesome. Oh, we got a 3. Yeah, finally, the dice are rolling my way. All right, so I win $100. I'm back. I'm back straight up at $500, back to the 500, and that's the way this goes. You know, that's why you could play all night long. I mean, something like this happens. Let's get a 2 or 3 right now, and then we could have some breathing room. How about a 4? That's actually perfect, man. If there was any number I would want, it would be a 4 or 10, and you know why? Because I'm going $50 on the 4 to cover that. That's going to cost me $2, by the way. Boom. Buy that bet. Okay. So now the 4 cancels out. I don't have to worry about the 4, or I don't have to worry about the 7. I have an extra $50 to use. Instead of going, I could go really big with the $50. I can really just go on the 5 and 9. I'll just do that right now. Instead of trying to get every number, I'm just going to do the 5 and 9. So 5 and 9, and we collect the first one. How about that? And it is a 3, craps 3, and it is a 7 out. Huh. So that round we won the $100, plus it cost us $2. So we had $200 average bet, and it cost us $2. So because the 7 came, these all lose $100. We get paid here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're just sticking around for that long roll. Just stick around for that long roll. Oh my goodness. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 300, and so now 400, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 400, $497. That was $3. We're down $3 from our original bankroll, and we've been playing this whole time. Oh my gosh! I told you I wanted to be aggressive and get my money back. I should walk away. I should walk away. But the table hasn't closed yet, and I'm getting free points for a free cruise. You know, points towards a free cruise. So that's why I'm still here playing. I'll spin my wheels all night to get a free cruise, and usually I get a free cruise in 2 sessions. So I just play 2 sessions, and then I have a free cruise. Then it's, if I'm up, then I just play with the winnings and stuff. And the points that you earn on the cruise, you actually get free play. Every 250 points, you get $5 worth of free play. So once I get like 1,500 points, you know, that's it's $20 per 1,000 points. So that'll be like $30, and at least you have $30 to play with or whatever. So this is the way I'm gonna be aggressive this time. I'm gonna do the don't again, but I'm actually gonna do a $25 buffalo. Okay, so a buffalo is all the hardways and any 7. Shouldn't really worry about it if I got the don't, but I usually just put it up like that. And these are working. If a 7 comes, these stay. And so then we're gonna parlay the first hit on these. That's being aggressive. Let's get past the come out roll one more time and see if we can get a hard way on the come out. Would be awesome. Here we go. How about 4? It's an easy 4, but at least it's a 4. So this comes down, this comes down. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put $15 on the hard 4. That pays 105. So we're gonna use that 15 or 25 here. That means we're gonna only put 25 out on the 4. This 25 will pay 50, but we're kind of banking that it'll be a hard 4. So yeah, we're risking now. Now we're risking because we went 25, but we still have 50 to use. So let's do the same thing. Do the 5 and 9. If we get a 5 or 9, we'll make that look like 50 on the first hit. Let's get a 5 or 9. How about a yo 11? Yo 11. Let's get a 5 or 9. 5 or 9, shoot it. 5. All right, so there's a 5. Gets paid 35. Let's throw in $1. Make this look like 50, sorry. And let's go ahead and take that. Remember we had the 10 that we lost? We're gonna put it back in our rack. All right, so now we're breaking even on this hand no matter what. 1 hit, breaking even. So that's cool. All right, but we wanna win money. We don't wanna break even, we wanna win money. How about the 7? Stupid, man, stupid. Oh my gosh. So I wanted that hard 4 to hit. That was our big aggressive move, you know. So there is, we're back. You know, it didn't cost us anything. My goodness. Well, it cost us $2? Again, we played for $2 with $200 average bet. What a great way to play. Put 10 on that yo. Stacy's like, put $10 on the yo. That's the scary part about this, you know, like the funny thing is, you know, you lose on 7-11 right here on the come out when the puck is off, you lose on 7-11. And I'm more scared of the 11 than I am the 7. And there's only 2 ways to make. It's only 2 combinations, but I'm more scared of the 11 than I am the 7 on this right here. Oh man, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm scared of it, but I am. All right. Okay, actually, let's do this. I'm going to do a different strategy. I'm going to use 4 units, okay? I'm going to do the all-day strategy, okay? So if I was going to do 4 units on the all-day, I'm using $50 unit and then two $25 unit. We're assuming somebody else is the shooter, and so I'm going to use the first two are going to be come bets, and then the third one's going to be a DC bet. All right. So here we go. I have my 4 units in my hand. I'm not using more than 4 units per shooter, and we're going to go ahead and get a come out and see what the point is. Let's go. Yeah, you might say, what is the point, Brian? What is the point? All right, there's a 3. There's a 3. The point is I'm trying to make my money back. That's the point. Well, I do have it back. It's mini. Now I'm making points for a free cruise. The point is 8. And now I'm going to do a come bet right there. Come bet, that's just like the pass line, but when the puck is on. So instead of the puck moving, the money will move. Let's see. And it is yo. See, I had a feeling the yo was coming, Stacy. And I won 25 bucks, so that's good. All right, so remember I'm only using 4 units. I still have 3 in my hand. I got paid 1. I'm putting this one in the rack, and I'm still only using 4 units. I'm not gonna touch the one I just put in my rack. Let's see what happens. And it's a 6. 6, so instead of the money moving, or I mean instead of the puck moving, the money moves. So the point is 6. That's a 8. That's a 6. Of course, right? Of course. Oh, another come bet. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. How about a 5? All right, so the point, or this, moves to the 5. And now we're going to do a $50 DC, don't come. This is the big risk. I'm risking $100 right here. Remember when I was risking it right here on one roll? Now I'm risking $100 right there. All right, let's not get the bad number. There's an 8. Wow, that's an 8. And it's like these are very common numbers. Okay, this goes off. This goes behind the 8. And now we're going to come out again. We want a 5 or a 6, but we want no 8. Okay, if the 8 rolls, we lose 50. 5 and 6, 5 or 6, we'll win 25 if a 5 or a 6 roll. If a 7 rolls right now, we'll win 50, but we'll lose 50, so we'll break even. Let's go. Let's get a 5 or a 6. How about a 4? 4's fine. 4's fine. There is a 4. And we hit our point, yeah. But we don't want an 8 this time. No 8. Let's get a 5 or 6. That's all we want. That's all we're asking for. There's a 9. There's a 9. But we want a 5 or a 6. How about the 6? Yes. I don't know if you can hear that, but I kind of whispered, yes. So we get paid there. Now, we're up $50 on this shooter. Remember, we're using 4 units at a time, so now we're back out. We're only using 4 units. If we got down to 3, we'd only use 3, but we've won 2, we're put it in our rack, and now we're still using 4. Here we go. 12, crap. All right, so this loses on 2, 3, 12. Now, you know how I put the 2 here? And you might say, I thought you used only 4 units. Well, we only used those 4 units. We won 2 units. We're not going back up right here. We're just hoping for the 5. And it's a 10. It's a 10. Hard 10. Let's get a 5. Come on, shooter. Get a 5. There it is. There it is. All right. So now this gets paid. See how we have 4 units back? Now we can use 4 units again. We're going to keep this in our hand, and we're going back out on the come bet. Here we go. And it's a 5 back on the 5 again. And now we're going to do another come bet. All right, here we go. Now would be a good time for that bad number that everybody hates. How about a 7? Sometimes when you call for it, it just happens. I didn't call for it, though. I didn't say the number because you should never say 7 when the puck is on. But the reason why is because this loses, and it wins here. And then this wins back here, $50. So we won $100 right there. So that was a $100 win. We got $606. $606. That is magic. That is magic. Uh, yeah, I guess if I would have field bet that 25 instead of a come bet. Um, so the let me see. The thing is, if I ever did a field bet, I would do a system called running with the bulls, and it's, have you ever heard of like see a horn, bet a horn, or see a horn, bet a field? What I do is when I see a horn, I put the equal amount on the horn bet and the field. And so why don't we do that? I could roll it out really quick, and let's do it with $100. We're going to use the same $100, but what we're going to do is we're going to use it. This is kind of scary. So we have an extra $100. Let's just have some fun with the extra $100 because we have $606. So we're going to use an extra 100, but we're going to use all of these. We're going to use these. We're going to do it $10 at a time. All right, so I'm going to hold these in my hand. We're going to use all of these. And let me get the change for this. Put that there. There's our original 500. And we're assuming we're not the shooter. But let's be the shooter because you can't not be the shooter forever. So we'll say we'll just be on the pass line and we'll have the bet. And so what we're going to do is we're only playing the point and we're waiting for a horn number to roll. This, if you don't want to have an average bet and you just want to watch the game for a while, play the pass line or whatever the number is. Only pass line if you're rolling the dice. If you're not rolling the dice, never play the pass line. Always just bet the number or a number. Okay? But we're going to use the rest of this $90. And every time we see a horn, we're going to bet the field and horn. Okay? Here we go. Let's see what happens here. There's a 6. The point is 6. And so, actually, I'm going to have a hard time holding this in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. This whole rack. All right. So now we have a bet on the 6. Let's just roll it and see if we can get a horn. There's an 8. Here we go. And a 6. So we won. We won $10. The worst bet right there because it pays even money. Much like the field is the worst bet sometimes. All right, let's put it over here because we're only using 100. We're only using 100. All right, coming out again. And it's a 6 again. Oh my goodness. I forgot I need to throw it over here so you guys can see it. Sorry, my bad. All right, here we go. And it is an 8. An 8. We're just waiting for a horn number. There's a 7. All right, so now we're back to our $100. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Pass line. Oh my goodness. All right, coming out, different shooter this time. If it's a different shooter, that means we don't even have to bet this because we're not the shooter this time. So I'm going to go ahead, that $10 that we won, I'm going to go ahead and put it right here, back to 100. We're going to use $100. Here we go. 7. Guess I would have won on the pass line there. Oh my goodness. There's a 10. 10. 10 on the end. The point is 10, and it becomes 10. So the running with the bulls strategy, I usually play another strategy, and then it's to enhance a strategy that you're already doing. So it wouldn't be that you just sit here and not get paid or not really play. So there is a Yo 11. Speaking of it, all right. So So now what we do is we're gonna put $10 here, and we're gonna put $10 on the horn high Yo. I'll explain that in a minute, but let's roll it and get another horn. How about a 6? Oh my gosh, quick way to lose 20 bucks. So a horn high Yo bet is a $10 bet, and a horn bet is the craps numbers. So the craps numbers are 2, 3, 12, and the 11. And because we have $10, the minimum you can bet on a horn is $4. But we have 10, so there's 8, $2 each, and then we have an extra $2 high on the Yo. So horn, high Yo. You could do a horn high midnight, horn high aces, or snake eyes or horn high 3. We do a horn high yo. I usually just do a horn high yo whenever I bet. All right, so we lost that $20 down, but we're still rolling. How about a 5? Got to do this faster. Come on. Come on. 7 out. Of course. Of course it would be. All right. So this time, what I could do is I can actually enhance the strategy, because remember this, you wouldn't want to play this by itself, this running with the bulls. So what I'm going to do is let's get a point established. Sorry, it is off camera, but it is a 6. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the, with $25, we're going to play the 6 and 8. 6 and 8 for 12 each. So 6 and 8 for 12 each. And we get $1 back. And we're still going to run with the bulls, but we're playing the 6 and 8. There's a 10. Whoa, there's another 10. Man, maybe we should have played the 10. A 7. Crap, man, I don't want to lose money. All right. We're down. What am I doing? Wasting. Oh, sorry. Let me do this. That 25. So there, I'm only going to use this stuff. I'm only using this stuff right here because we're walking away with 500. That's for sure. So I think being disciplined is important when you're playing craps, being disciplined, because if not, you'll see the 10 hit a bunch of times and then you'll bet the 10 and then a 7 will come, you know? So just pick your strategy, pick your numbers, stick with it. And if it's not working, then pick another one, but don't like pick a different one all the time. Like, okay, watch, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a game with right now on this roll. We'll still do the running with the bulls, but we're also gonna do a, we're gonna try to get a repeater, okay? And so this is how we'll do it. So let's get a come out roll. Here we go. And it's a 9. So the point is 9. So we're gonna bet $10 on the 9 because we want a repeater, right? And now let's roll. Let's see if we can get another 9. And it's a 7 out. Crap, man. Stupid. Can't even, oh my gosh. This is the worst. All right. Let's be the shooter this time. Let's shoot from the don't pass. That's a guaranteed way to start making a point and start rolling a long roll, or at least making your point when you play on the don't pass. All right, here we go. And it is 12. It would be. So we would have lost if it was on the pass line, but a 12 is a push on the don't pass. All right, here we go. And, oh, but 7. Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is when the dice just don't want to play. They just don't want to play. All right, don't. Here we go. Oh, that's a 4. It's a 4, hard 4. Hard 4. We're on the don't. The point becomes 4. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I was going to do, okay, there's a 9. All right, so the 9 hit. So now we're going to do $10 on the 9. Let's get a repeater. Let's get that 9. And it is, you wouldn't believe it. It is a 7. Okay, so we lose this 9 here, but we win it here. Okay, so let's start over. Oh my gosh. I don't care. Whoever's rolling, we're still going to be on that don't. We're still going to be on that don't, so we can at least break even if we can get past the come out. There's a 9. See that repeater? Man, this is what the dice do. The dice just mock you all the time. Let's see if whatever the next roll is, we're going to bet that number. Here we go. It is a 10, okay? So now we're going to put $10 on the 10, and we're hoping for a repeater. Now, you're going to laugh at this strategy. I got a super chat from KAV. I'm assuming Q Cove. Thank you so much, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. Now the thing is, you can support me with super chats. That's great, but you know, holyroller.com. You can also get yourself some merch over there at holyroller.com. So man, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Usually if somebody gives a super chat, they'll put like a little thing there that I'll read. but I'm assuming that you're just appreciating what we're doing here, and I appreciate you, Q. All right. So again, you're gonna laugh when you see this $10, this bet, what I'm gonna do. So I'm hoping for a 10. Let's get it. And it's a 3. Okay. So this, remember the running with the bulls? Don't forget about it. So a 3 is in the field, and a horn high yo is right here. But let's do a horn high 3. Okay. So we're gonna take that same $10. So $10 looks, but we're gonna break it up so you can see how the horn high 3 would work. $2, $2, $2, and then $4. So the high on the 3. So because a 3 rolled, we took our 10 down, we put it in the field, and we're doing running with the bulls. Now we need any field, but a 3 or a horn would be awesome. This is running with the bulls. Here we go. It's a 5. Look at all those options. Look at all those options. And then it's like, bam, I'll give you the 5. so crazy. Oh man, now I'm breaking into my, look, I'm breaking in. Oh man. All right. I'll use $50 more because I know this is gonna hit. It's due. It's due to hit. If you ever hear anybody saying it's due, they're either joking or they don't understand the game. It's due. It has to happen. DH in the house. Oh, I should start betting on the 8 because DH is in the house. All right. All right, I'm answering questions too, Q. If you have any questions about craps, let me know. And so we rolled a 5. So because we rolled a 5, we have to bet the 5. We're hoping for a repeater. Let's get a 5 again. And it is an 8. Okay, now watch this. So you're not using more money than you have out there. So, but in this, Q, this is just a joke kind of strategy because every number that rolls, we're following it with the same money. So we're moving the 5 to the 8. So I wouldn't recommend playing like this. This is just a fun way to play. It's just a fun way to play. All right, so we're trying to get a repeater back to back on any one of these numbers, but we're only using $20 or $22. Here we go. Stupid. The dice just want to take my money because right when I added an extra $2, it just said, no, you're not getting that money back. There's the 2. We lose this, but we win 10 here. So we're just trying to hit one of those repeaters. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can hit one of those repeaters. This is crazy. Coming out, no 7, no 11. We want a 2 or 3 would be great. Here we go. And it's a 10. 10. All right. So we don't necessarily want a repeater on the 10, so we're not betting the 10 right now. We're betting the next roll. Let's see if we can get another, no 10, but let's see if we can get another roll. Here we go. How about a 6? All right. So the 6 rolls. Now, the reason why we have to bet $12 on the 6 and 8 is because the 6 and 8 have to be multiples of 6. So a $10 table, you have to bet 12 or 18 or 24 because the payout is $7 for every 6. So you have to have $6 on it. We're going to bring $3 back to our rack. Let's get another 6. Here we go. It's a 9. Now watch what's going to happen. We're taking down our 6. We're moving it to the 9. So we get that other $3 or the other $2 back to our rack. Let's hit the 9. And we did. We got it. We got it this time. That's awesome. It finally worked. I told you it was due. It was due. So we win 14. Okay. And we're going to put that in our rack. And because it was a 9, we're still hoping for a 9. If it's not a 9, we'll just move it. Let's see what happens. And it's a 8. All right, that's fun. It was an 8. So there's an 8. And so now we're going to throw in $2 and say, move my 9 to the 8. Now, this is, you definitely want to tip the dealers if you're having them move the bet all the time. But like I said, this is just a fun game to play. I'm going to do another video one time, next time, maybe tomorrow, about how to play a fun game with friends that's craps, but you're playing a game within a game. Um, so, uh, so I've got a strategy. I got an okay strategy that doesn't want repeaters, skill and luck. I'm sure it has to do with some kind of don't come, maybe? There's a 6. Man, right there, we're so close. Move my 8 to the 6, please. And we're just, this is a, oh my gosh, it's a 3. You know what that means. It's getting crazy up in here. Take my 6 down, please. I'm betting the field for $10, and I'm doing a $10 horn high 3. Oh my gosh. So the way that bet is $2, $2, $2 on the yo, and then $4 on the 3. Because you're using $10 and it's 2, 4, 6, 8, but the extra $2 you're putting high on the 3. Horn high yo, you'd put it high on the, $4 on the yo. You can do horn high yo, horn high midnight, horn high aces, or horn high ace deuce. That's what we're getting right now. It's time. It's due. And it is a 10 hard 10, man. All right, so the reason why that's bad is, so this money breaks even in the field, right? So that's kind of a wash. So we get our 20 back, but because we hit a 10 before a 7, a 10 is to pass, a 7 is to don't pass. So because we hit a 10, we lost this bet. Oh, but they still roll, whoever was rolling. I hope it wasn't us. Was it us? We're going to go back on the don't again, and we're going to try to get past the come out roll here. Keep the 7 strong. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a 7. There's 36 different combinations of the dice, and there are 6 ways to make a 7. So whenever you see a 7, the other side is a 7. I don't know if you see that, but and then even if I had the 2 right here showing, there's 7s all around these dice. Whenever you see a 5, the other side is a 2 because it equals 7. Whenever you see a 1, the other side is a 6 because it equals 7. Whenever you see a 3, the other side is a 4 because it equals 7. So every side of the die always equals 7. So 36 different combinations of the dice, and there's 6 ways. More than any other number, there's 6 ways to make a 7. So the highest probability of number to bet that will roll is the 7. And that's why this could be the best bet in the whole house, because you just have to get past. You risk it on one roll. You risk that you hit that 7 on this roll, and then you have the advantage. Okay, here we go. Let's see. No 7, no 11. All that talk about 7, and there's a 4. There's only 3 ways to make a 4. So this bet, there's 3 ways to lose, but 6 ways to win. All right. And the point becomes 4. And we're going to still play this fun little game of I want to do a video of this. It's kind of like a funny strategy video, and it's called The Chaser. Here we go. We're chasing numbers. And it's funny because you shouldn't chase. That's why it's funny. But it's called The Chaser. So we got an 8, so we're betting the 8. All right, so here we go. And it's a 5. So we're saying move my bet to the 5. Let's get a repeater. How about a 7 out? Crap. Now, I told you we had the chance to win, but we lose our 5, but we get paid here. So like I said, this becomes like a fun game to play because a lot of times you'll just win your money back, and when you get a repeater, that's when you win. So that's kind of why it's a fun game to play. Skill and luck. Tell me your strategy. I'll play it out right now. So I know it has to do with don't, and if it has to do with a don't, then it's simple once you try it a few times. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I know it has to do with the don't, but is it on the don't to start with? Because if you're shooting, I would assume if you're shooting, you probably shoot from the don't, but sometimes people shoot from the pass line too. So let's see here. While I'm waiting for that to come in, if you're watching this live stream and you haven't subscribed to the channel, then up at the top, if you are on mobile, you're going to see a subscribe button right up here. Just hit subscribe, and if that subscribe button is there, it'll go away, and you'll be able to read this Holy Roller, holyroller.com, and you can also get yourself some merch there at theholyroller.com. This is a Let's Roll embroidered hat. And the logo of the Holy Roller is right down here. I know it might be hard to see, but I will show you this here, this shirt. This is just one of the many shirts we have there. So if you go to holyroller.com and go down to merch, click the merch, and you'll see all kinds of shirts. There's Light Cider, Dark Cider, Let's Roll, Always Working, Horn High, Yo. There's all kinds of them. All right. So let's see, we're going to do a $10 pass and a $15 don't pass at the same time. Oh my gosh. Right now, I'm already sick. I'm already sick of it. Okay, 15. Okay, let me. A $10 pass and a $15 don't pass at the same time. Now, if you're playing this on a cruise or for comps, they would automatically cancel this bet out, just so you know. It's a more of a do we don't, they call that, but there is higher on the don't. Really interesting. All right. After the point is established, take single odds against it. Oh my gosh. I don't play odds because they don't give comp value for odds. And but okay, I want to see how this works. Okay, let's do it. Skill and luck. This is going to take some skill and luck. All right, here we go. Coming out. And it's a 3. Wow. Wow, this is working already. So I lose this, but I get paid 15. I'm up $5. All right, all right. All right, here we go. How about an 11? Now I lose this, so now I'm back to even. Oh, this is working out great. And it is an 8. That's going to fall on an 8. I'm going to call it an 8, and it is an 8. It was almost a yo, just so you know. Okay, so it's an 8. So the point becomes 8, and now I'm taking odds against the 8. Is that right? Take odds against it. All right, so on a Royal Caribbean ship, you can only do single odds, or what wins single. So because this is 15, I can only win 15. So in order to win 15, I have to put out on a 6. I have to put out 20. I don't even know how that works. I usually, if I did, I would always play $30. But you won't be able to play $30 on a cruise. You're going to have to help me on these odds because I don't play odds enough on don't odds. How can I win $15? What do I have to bet? What do I have to bet for 15 on an 8? 18? Do I have to bet? I think I have to bet 18 to win 15. That's why I don't like don't odds. You have to bet more to win less. I'm assuming it's 18 to win 15, but I could be totally wrong. It's probably 18 to win 12 or something. All right, well, we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. The thing is, I have an app on my phone, but I'm using my phone right now. So what are my odds against the, I have to win $15. Now, you were probably saying take odds against it. And when you say take odds, you're meaning max odds, probably. Okay, so then every third roll, go through the come and don't come. at the same time. Oh my gosh. I'm getting sick to my stomach. Okay, hey, skill and luck, dial in. Tell me, um, how do I win $15 on the don't? What do I have to bet? What do I have to bet to win $15? Because on a Royal Caribbean ship, you can only win whatever you put out, uh, and you have to bet more. You have to put more in odds to win less on a don't. But I can only win $15, or I think I'm pretty sure, or maybe 20. So I was thinking 18, but I should do. I should just do 30, or sorry, I should do 25 to win 20. So I don't know if that means 20 would win 15, but I'll probably do 20, and that will heal. There we go. All right, every third roll. Oh my goodness. Two craps, two. Two craps, two. And a 6. Okay, every third roll. Do I do it on the third roll? $10. You could do 15. Yeah. Okay, so every third roll. So now I should bet on the same thing out there. Oh my gosh. This is getting I got to get some change. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of, yes, every third roll. Okay, here we go. So we got $10 and 20, or sorry, $15. All right, same thing, right? I'm thinking the same thing. All right. All right, here we go. It's a 5. So I'm guessing that I take odds against the 5. This moves to the 5. This goes behind the 5. And I take odds against the 5. So I think I can do 30 in odds. But I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll do 30 in odds. I'm assuming that's what I'm supposed to do. This is okay, every third roll. Okay, here's 1, and it's a 10. Here's 2, and it's a 9. And now it's time to go. Somebody's tuning into this right now saying, what the heck is going on? Keep, here we go. And it's a 5. Oh man. Okay, so this is kind of tricky. All right, so this gets paid on and off. This loses, and this goes behind the 5. And that's every third roll, so I'm assuming I take this down. But then I need to put 50. So I got 20, but I lost, what did I lose? I lost 45. So I lost 20, or 25. I lost 25 with all that. Whew. Keep the 7 strong. Okay, 3 more rolls. Here we go. There's a 10. 10. That's 1. Here's 2. It's an 8. What the heck, man? So I win $10. I lose this, and I win 10. And this goes off. I'm going to come back up, and we're coming back out. Whoa. All right, here we go. 4. 4. Point becomes 4. It's a little bit better odds, right? So 4, we have to win. We're going to place 30. Here we go. That's a 9. 1, 2, 8. Now it's time to bet 10 and 15. Third roll. Here we go. And it's a 7 out. 7 out. Okay, let's first remove everything that we lose. We lose this. We lose this. We get paid here. Sorry. And then we lose this. And then we're going to get paid. We get paid even right here, and 20, and then we get paid even and 20. All right, that looks like I still would never play this, but I see what's happening here. In this strategy, you have to keep the 7 strong. I should have calculated where we were when we started, but that looked like a money maker. That looked like a money maker. Oh my goodness. That took some skill and luck, I'll tell you that right now. Whoa, and that was skill and luck gave me the idea to play that system. And I'll tell you what, don't want to play it again. No, I guess it's a money maker, right? Was it a money maker? Well, was I down? I was down, huh? When I first started. There's 300, 400, and 4. So I got 499. I got 499. I had 500, and then I was down, and then right there with that system, I got 499.99. I just need to get one more dollar back. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. All right. Oh, yeah, no. No. That's for 1. No. Anyway, let's see here. We got 33 people watching. We only have 13 likes. If you're watching and there's a subscribe button up at the top or anywhere that you could find, press subscribe. And over here, if you're on the mobile, there's some 3 dots over in the corner. If you press the 3 dots, it'll pop up where you could give this a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks for the super chat that I got earlier from Q. And then also, holyroller.com, if you want to get yourself some merch, there's a Let's Roll hat, embroidered hat, and it's much like the Holy Roller logo. And then also, if you're a cruiser, I have some cruiser shirts there. Oh my goodness, that wind blew you could see this is all amateur hour here. That wind blew my holyroller.com sign that I had up right there. All right. Yeah, no problem. It was fun. It was fun. Skill and luck, trying out strategies. Oh, thanks for asking. Okay, so I have another YouTube channel for my family, and it'll be up there tomorrow. But my son is a senior this year, and I canceled a cruise that I was going to be leaving on Monday in anticipation for him going to state with his basketball team to a regional champs. They just won today. They won regionals, so that means they're going to state, which is next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So this next week, Nehemiah 5, that's my 5th boy, my 5th son. He is 18 years old, senior, and I named him Nehemiah 5 because we had 4 boys, and people said, "What are you going to name him if you have another boy?" And I said, if I have another boy, I'll just name him 5. Then, when we were having a boy, I said, Amber, Amber, let's name him his middle name 5. So we did. His name's Nehemiah 5. And in the Bible, Nehemiah chapter 5, Nehemiah defends the oppressed. And I thought, man, I would love to have my son defend oppressed people. And so I said, Nehemiah 5, that's your name. And now his basketball number is 5. So it's actually Nehemiah. It says Nehemiah and 5 on his jersey. And they're going to state this week. So that's going to be pretty sweet, pretty exciting, pretty dang exciting. All right. Yeah, I'll let him know. I'll let him know that that the community here cares enough to ask. Thanks, DH, for asking. I really appreciate it. And you probably knew because it was awesome because if they would have lost today, I would have canceled that cruise for no reason. I'm just playing. I was supposed to be on next week. I was going to be on the Symphony, and whenever you cancel a free cruise because you pay the taxes and port fees, they just refund the taxes and port fees to you. So I didn't lose any money for canceling the cruise, which is awesome. And then I'm still going to be on the Allure with Color Up on March 18th because I had 2 cruises scheduled this month in March because I skipped February. I try to average one a month, but I skipped February because of the basketball season and all of that. And so March 18th, I'm going to be on the Allure with Color Up. Jeremy from Color Up. We're going to be on the Allure from March 18th to the 22nd out of Orlando or Port Canaveral over there. So, yeah, yeah. Are you talking about my sign that my my sign that just blew up my paper? This is, oh man, never mind. All right, let's roll some dice, and then I usually just go until my battery dies, or if there are people here. We got 16 likes. Thanks so much for giving this video a like. I really appreciate it. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a record for my longest live ever, and I think I'm breaking the record right now. Right now, I'm breaking the record. I just need to make sure that it's worth watching, okay? So, because it's worth watching, we're doing viewer's choice on strategy or system or what you want to see. And so I'm getting ready to roll the dice, which means that, let's see, I'm going to put 20... put $20 on the horn. Oh my gosh. You know, I got $499 here. And I check after every roll to see where I'm at. And I've been playing this time and I'm only down $1. That means I've earned a lot of points for free cruise, man. I'll tell you that right now. So we're going to do $20 on the horn. And what that is, the horn bet is the craps numbers and the 11. So the 2, 3, 12 are craps. 11, when you add the 11, it becomes a horn bet. So it's $5 on each one of those. And so that's what it looks like, $20 horn. But I'm rolling the dice, so I need to go on the pass line or the don't pass line. Anybody? Pass line or don't pass line? What should I be on? We got the $20 on the horn. So we just need to know. We're going pass? All right, DH says pass. We're going pass. If ever I play the pass line, I only do the minimum and I don't play odds. So don't ask me to, all right? And I'll explain why in just a second. All right, now we're ready. We got we're a little heavy here. Heavy on the horn. Here we go. Let's get it. It is a 6. 6. Oh my goodness, the point is 6. And we lose $20. So now we're $20 down. We're $20 down because of that right there. Oh my goodness. 10 in the field. We'll go with 10 in the field. Oh, somebody said don't. Oh, I'm already on the 8. Oh, buy the 8. Bet the 8. Okay, so we're going to bet the 8. The 8, when you're on a $10 table, you have to bet the 8 at multiple of 6. So a $10 minimum, you have to be $12. But because we lost this 20 right here, I don't mind going up to 18. That if that 8 hits, we get paid 21. So an 8 would win our horn money back, but we are going to go in the field for $10. So if the 8 hits, we'll lose 10, but we'll win 21. So we'll have a difference of 11. If the 5 rolls, we'll lose the field. And here we go with the yo. All right, so if I bet I'm going to just stick with the horn, and I'm going to do a $5 horn high yo, okay? So if you throw this in, you say horn high yo for 5. The way that bet's going to look is it's going to take your $5, because a horn bet is a minimum of $4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you have an extra dollar. And this is $1, $1, $1, $1, and high on the yo. Horn high yo. All right, that's what we're going to do. So we do got the yo, but we're high on the yo. Yes. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Let's see what happens. And it is a 10. A 10 on the in. We got the field, but watch this. We lose 5. We win 10. So the difference is 5. So they would take this down. I would throw 5 back, horn high yo. So we won $5, and we're still up on the horn high yo. All right, here we go. And it is, oh, we got the yo. Sorry, I don't want to yo in the microphone. I'm like, oh my gosh, we got it. All right, so we got the yo. All right, so let's pay the field first. That always gets paid first. So we're going to rack that. Maybe we'll do something else with it in a second. And the way this works is they usually leave the bet up, but I'll explain to you how it works. 15 for 1, meaning they're going to give me $30. And if they give me $30, I'm going to just go like this. They're going to give me $30, but it's 15 for 1. So 15 for this one, 15 for this one, right? And it loses $3. These bets lose. So it's actually not 30, it's 27. But because they would leave these up, it's 20, 27, 26, 25. I want to say that in the casino when I play and I have a horn high yo, this pays $26. Or $27. So it's probably 15-1 instead of 4-1. So it's probably a better payout on the ship. So I would usually get paid. The bet would stay up, and I'd get $27. So, oh no, 26. So, all right. So I got 26, and we hit it. Yeah, we hit it. So, I'm joking. Okay. Well, I already bet it. Oh, you want a parlay? Oh my gosh. So parlaying is, this is what I will do. Whenever I hit this, I'll go up 1 unit. Like I'll just say pressure. So I won it right here. I won that. I want to bring that back, that quarter, because it pays for these bets, or at least it pays for that 20 that I lost on the come out. Then I will throw in an extra nickel and say pressure. And so what they'll do is they'll just pressure it. So now it looks like $4. So now it's a $10 horn high yo. So now we have a $10 horn high yo. Let's see if we get another one back to back. And oh, 2. My goodness. Man, what is happening here? Fat boy funnel cakes. I should have listened to you. All right, so here we go. So a 2, they're going to pay the field first, double in the bubble, double in the field there. And then this will lose, right? But I'll just tell you what this pays. This pays $57, okay? Maybe not on this layout, but at the cruise, I know what it pays because I bet that plenty of times. So 57, and you know I'm going to so I'm bringing 50 back. I'm going to say pressure, right? And so now I'm just going to pressure that. And so what that means is it looks like 3, 3, 3, and 6, all right? And so we're going to take this back to our rack. And I'm only doing bets that I see. It's a player or viewer choice here. So pressing is not parlaying. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to be confusing on that. Like, yeah, they want me to parlay. They wanted me to parlay, but I choose to press. But I know what you're saying. You're saying I should have listened to them. I did. I should have listened to them. I'm betting, man. I'm a betting man. I thought you were like, I'm betting, not you. All right, we pressured, okay? We pressured. We got $15 horn high yo. And yeah, okay, here we go. It is a 9. So it all comes to an end on the horn, but we still got the field, right? So again, we get paid 10 here. We could just go $10 horn high yo again and just keep it rolling. But I think I want to get a 5, mainly because if you ever bet the field, you should always have a 5, 6, and 8 and a field if you're going to bet it. Usually don't want to bet it at the same level, but that's what we're going to do. And we'll stay off of the horn for right now, and then we'll get the 4 and 10. We'll get the 4 and 10. Preston, we're going to get the 4 and 10. And say goodbye to all that. Say goodbye to all that. Cover the hard 6 and 8? Yeah, let's do it with some winnings. I know we have winnings, but let's do it with some next winnings. Next roll, see what happens. 9. All right, so we won the field again. All right, so we could get hard 6, hard 8. We won't forget the 4 and 10. We won't forget the 4 and 10. Preston, we won't forget the 4 and 10. Let's see. There's the 6. We got the 6. Now this is interesting because we lose the field and we win on the pass line, and then we lose the hard 6 here, and then the puck goes off, and we could put this in our rack, and we need a come out bet. We need a come out bet. So let's see. What's the goal? Yeah, so I have $500 that I started with, and then I was down a little bit, and I tried a couple systems that were viewers' choice, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got my 500 back, which was nice, and then I got another 25. 50, 60, 75. So I'm up about $80 from the 500, and I've been playing for a very long time. And my other goal is to do my longest live ever. So I'm doing a live until my battery dies. So, and I figure, why not? Why not? And the other thing is I have my DIY sign for my website, and talking about going to holyroller.com and getting some merch. So this is Let's Roll, Holy Roller channel. And you never played craps before, but you're curious. Well, the best way to learn is not to play with real money, but to learn before you put real money on the table. So whenever you play craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, because that's our channel here, Holy Roller. We roll. Holy means different, distinct, devoted, and so we play differently than normal because we're playing to win a free cruise. The other reason why we play, and we called the channel Holy Roller, is because I often wear these stickers that say like Jesus loves you and stuff like that. And I was rolling one time, and I had a really good roll, and somebody at the table said, "Come on, Holy Roller, keep rolling, Holy Roller," and everybody started calling me that. So when I started to win free cruises by playing craps on a cruise, everybody, when I went to the cruise, they already knew me as that. Holy Roller. My name's Brian, but they're like, hey, Holy Roller. And so I decided to start the YouTube channel and the Holy Roller website and some merch. And it's been over 3 years. I paid for one cruise, full price for one cruise. And I cruise every month. And all I have to do is pay taxes and port fees because I earn free cruises by playing craps on a cruise. And I usually do it in 2 sessions, 2 nights, I get a free cruise. So that's what it's all about. Um, don't play street dice. Yeah, street dice. You know, I grew up in a place in my high school. Believe it or not, Stockton, California. I'm in Colorado now, but I grew up in Stockton, California, and we had street dice at my high school uh, all the time, and it's totally different game. It's totally different game. So there's a lot of people that play street dice. They try to come to the table, and they're hoping for an 11 all the time, you know, because they think that that's going to do something. Uh, but they're not betting the 11. You know, it's a whole different game. I mean, it is dice, but there's a lot of rules at the table that you have to follow. So let's see. Looks like we have, uh, yeah. So you can't use foul language. Uh, Whoever that was, sorry, can't use foul language in the chat. They won't let you. And then if there is anybody like spamming or doing anything, let me know. And because we don't like want any spam or any kind of stuff. Or we're only promoting the holyroller.com with some merch here. We're not promoting other stuff. All right. Um, let's see here. Uh, let's roll. Let's roll. All right. I guess, are we going to go out with that? Okay. So if ever you're on the pass line, it wins on 7-11 when the puck is off, and it loses on 2-3-12. 2-3-12 are the craps numbers. So if we roll a 2, 3, or 12 right now, we would do what's called a crap out. We would crap out. We would lose this. So if you did a 3-way craps, you put $1 on each one of these. That would be called a 3-way craps. They would probably put it here like this. It'd be like off to the side on the line. It would pay usually, so this is 30 to 1, 30 to 1, 15 to 1, and you would lose $10. So you're paying $3 or 30% to insure your money. But if you get a 2 or a 12, which there's only one way to make a 2 or 12, it would be a big payout. Now, sometimes on craps tables, they have these circles that say C and E, and they're all going up and down right here. That would be called crap check, or any craps bet right here that pays 8 for 1. So for every $5 you have, if you put $1 here, so $2 would pay 14. You would lose 10, but you would win 14. So that is the difference of 20% insurance to insure that bet, or you could just risk the $10 right off the bat. So if you go up higher, like if you have to play 25 on the pass line, then I would definitely do a $5 crap check, because you don't want to risk 25 on one roll without having it backed up. So anyway, we're going to go with $10, and we're not going to back it up because it's only $10. All we have to do is not get a 2, 3, or 12 right now. Let's see what happens. It's a yo 11. Wow. All right, so 7-11 win. That means we win right here. And we're going to go ahead and stack it. No, we're not. No, we're not. I don't like to play the pass line more than the minimum. That's for sure. Gotta go. See you, skill and luck. And everyone subscribe. All right, here we go. It's a 3. Crap, man. 3 craps. That's a crap number, which means I crapped out. I lost 10 now. If I would have put $2 there, I would have won 14. But I did win the 10 on 11, so now I'm back to even. Here we go. And it's a 4. All right, so the point is 4. So you roll until you hit one of these numbers. We hit the 4. Now the puck, now remember this was 7-11. Now it's a 4 because the point is on 4. Game is on. This is a bet on the 4. But now this loses on a 7. It doesn't matter about 11 anymore. It's a 2-part bet. The first part is when the puck is off, 7-11. Then the point gets established if it's one of those points. And when one of those points roll, then it becomes a bet on that point. So now we have to roll a 4 before a 7 in order to pass or win. We would win $10 here. We got the 5 out there. We're going to get a hard way for a 6. Why not get the hard way for a 4 and a 10? We'll do all the hard ways there for $5 each. That's kind of steep, but we're going to still do it. And then we're going to do, we have to get a 6. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to get the 6 at $12 each. And so we got the 5, 6, and 8. And we're going to get the field. Interesting thing about a Royal Caribbean ship, by the way, if you're wondering about playing craps on a cruise, on any other craps table, if it says the table minimum, and it'll usually be right up here where the dealers are standing, it'll say what the minimum is, $10. You have to bet $10 in the field. But on a Royal Caribbean ship, you can actually bet $5 in the field. It's actually $1. They treat it like a prop bet. You could do $1. I'm going to do 5. And I have these bets here. This pays, each one of these pay 14. I would lose $5, so it'd be a difference of 9. If it's a field number, I would win 5. So I can win 5 or 9 on every roll. Let's see what happens. And it is behind the ship here. It is a 9, a 5, 4, 9. So these stay here. This is a 1-roll bet, and the 9 actually hit. So we got that extra one. I'm going to put it on the 5, and we're going to try to build these up a little bit. Here we go. We'll see what happens. And it's a 5. Perfect. All right, but we did lose this, but 15 pays 21. So we won $16 right there. We're going to go ahead and press the 6 this time. And we're going to go with $10 here instead, and we're going to put $5 back in our rack. All right, let's see if we can press the 8 next. And there is an 8. Speaking of, all right, now this is kind of tricky because this is $12, pays 14, but we lost 10. So the difference is $4. So we're going to have to press this to 18. Well, we don't have to, but we want to. And then let's make this look like 8. Why not? We'll just put it all in there. All right. But an 8 did roll, and it was easy 8. So this one we lost because it only gets paid if it came with a matching 8, like a 4-4. So we could actually, let's go like this. Let's put that back up. And let's put this. You can actually put $3 in the field on a ship, and I'm gonna put it back and then just go in with 10, because now these pay 21 and this is 10. So now we can win 21. We would lose 10, so the difference would be 11. If we roll one of these numbers, we'd win 10. So on every roll, we can win $10 or $11 on every roll. Let's see what happens. It's an 8, so easy 8 again. So we lost this, but we get paid 21, but we lose this as well. So the difference is $11. So we're going to go back up, bring $6 back to our rack. All right, here we go. So we went $6 on that one. And there is a 10, hard 10. This is perfect. Now watch this. This is a big payout, good payout. So we win in the field, so $10 in the field. And then this pays $35. $35. So $35. And so what I'm going to do with this money, because I'm going to take 25 back to the rack, I'm going to get a 9, and I'm going to press the 4 and 10. All right. So this is a bet on the 4. Actually, let's do this. Get the 10 over here. So there we go. So now we have every number except for one number. Don't think about it. Don't say it. It's the one that would make us lose all of our money. And it is a 3. 3, craps 3. We win in the field right here, $10. $10. Now let's press that 4 and 10. Yes. All right, here we go. How about a 12? Wow, 12 midnight. 12 midnight, they call that midnight or box cars. That pays double in the bubble. Boom, boom, extra $20. Let's press the 6 and 8, and let's get some odds on the 4. All right, let's go. Let's get this. Let's go. How about a 9? Wow, 9, just in time for the 9. So we get paid 10 here, and then they're going to ask for 15 for 1. It pays $14, so they'll ask us for 1 and then pay us 15. And because they asked that, we gotta start locking up some money. We can't leave it all out here. So let's go ahead and this is $25. Let's take it back. We're just gonna pull back $25. All right, here we go. And it is an 8, hard 8. Boom! Big one, big one, big one. All right, so this loses, but remember it pays 21. So that's the difference of $11. We have a $10 hard 8 that pays 90 bucks. So 75, 85, $90. $90 on that hit right there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pressure all these up, make them look like 15 each. We're going to pressure our 8, and let's throw in another $1 to pressure the 6. And so these look like 24. They'll pay 28 now. And let's pressure that. That pays 28 as well. Let's take 75 back to our rack. And then we're going to throw in $10 here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let it ride. Here we go. And it is 7 out. Man, I'm glad I locked up that 75 bucks. So we definitely made some money. Remember, when we first started this, we had $499. All of this money loses, by the way. That's the part that sucks. But most of this money was all the casino money, right? We were just pressing up all of our winnings. We never got that 4, and we got a 7 out. So that's called a 7 out. And so remember, we had $499 when we started. There's 5, 6, 625, 635, 40, 45, 645. So we won some good money on that roll right there. Yeah, good roll. And the thing is, I'm doing all this random. Like, I'm not even setting the dice and rolling. I'm just like really just like throwing them out there. And that's a good way to practice any strategy. I would say practice your strategy with random rolling. But then practice your rolling without thinking about your strategy, because you can guarantee that most people are going to be just throwing them randomly. But some people say dice setting, and there's all these kind of buzzwords. Like if you hear dice influence, dice control, dice setting would mean that they set the dice to a certain like number on the top. And so like whenever I'm rolling, I actually do a dice set, and I set the dice like this. My dice, when I roll them, I set them with the 1. Can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 1. So any kind of dice set, when everybody's calling out a dice set, they always count the one on the left first on the top, then the facing the shooter, then the top and facing the shooter. So this would be called a 1, 2, 3, 1. A lot of times people will do a set that is called, I'll show you it in a second. It's called a 3V set. And this one, if they throw it from the top right here, it would be called a 3, 5, 3, 1. And then they would throw it hoping that it stays on axis and it doesn't like randomize or do anything, and they're hoping for a 6 or an 8, because that's all the 6s and 8s. I'll try one real quick. I'll throw this right here on the next throw. And we'll see if we can. Okay, so yeah, so pass line, you only have to bet the pass line if you're rolling the dice. If you're not rolling the dice, don't bet the pass line. You'll see a lot of people doing it, but it's actually only for the person, and should be only for the person rolling the dice. And the reason why the casino wants you to bet the pass line when you're not rolling the dice is this is the worst bet, in the sense of it pays the worst, but they're also going to give you the advantage on the first roll. 7-11 win. So 7, there's 6 ways to make a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then an 11, 7, 8. So there's 8 ways to win right now, right? And the 2 loses, the 12 loses, and the 3 loses. So there's 8 ways to win, 4 ways to lose this bet when that puck is off. Well, once the bet or the point gets established, let's say it's a 10. There's only 4 ways to make a 10. 4 ways to make a 10. And now this is a bet on the 10, but it loses on the 7. And there's 6 ways to roll a 7 out of 36 different combinations. So now this is the worst bet for 2 reasons. It's a contract bet. You can't pick it up. You can't move it. There's 6 ways to lose, only 3 ways. There's only 3 ways to win. Sorry, the 4 and the 10 only have 3 ways. And so with that, there's only 3 ways to win. You have more ways to lose. You can't leave it. But if you do happen to win by rolling a 10 to pass, it's only going to pay you $10. Now, everybody else that's betting that, their bets are locked too, and it's only going to pay them 10. Now watch this. Let's say I wasn't shooting and the point becomes 10, and I'm like, I know the odds are really not good for a 10, but I'm going to put my $10 instead of on the pass line. I'm going to put my $10 on the 10. You just put it right here on the line and you ask the dealer, can I get a $10 bet, please, on the 10? And they'll move it. They'll put it on the 10. Now, if a 10 rolls, this person's going to get paid $10, right? Well, this person's going to get paid $18. So that's why this is the worst bet, because you get paid more when you bet it on the number. And most people say, yeah, but what about odds? Okay, so you can like double down on your bet. So let's go back and say, I'm going to double down. I think I'm going to hit that 10 so much, I'm going to double down on my bet. I'm going to put $20 out there. So you have $20 out here now. And if that wins, you actually get paid even money like this, like we talked about. And then you get double back here. So that $20, you get paid $30 off of your $20 bet. So most people would say, wow, look at all this money. This is a great bet to play odds, because look at what you get paid. But remember, they started with a $20 bet. if this person puts a $20 bet, instead of $20 like this, they put $20 there, then they're gonna get, are you ready for this? 30. So let's start with the same 30 plus another $7. So you always get paid more by placing a number than you do on the pass line with odds. Now, some people are going to say, no, that's not true. Well, this is where it becomes not true. The only time you get paid more back here than you would up there is if you can bet 5 times odds here. So let's say you can do 3 times odds. So you put 10 here, you could put 30 here. That's a total of $40. You put $40 there, you're going to get paid more than here. If you do 3, 4, 5 times, you have to do over 5 times odds. So what that means is $10 here, you'd have to do 50 here. And if you did 50 there, you'd still get paid more there than you would here. On every number, you would get paid more if you bet the number rather than here. All right. So I know that's a lot, but that is what most people don't understand about craps, because they're always taught to play the pass line with odds, and that's the worst bet. In my opinion, it's the worst bet because you get paid less, and the other part about it is, nobody will talk about this, but the other part about it is, if I have $10 and $10, that's $20. The casino only rates you. They don't count the odds. They only count the pass line. So you'd have $20 here, but you only get credit for a $10 bet. So a lot of times people play pass line, come bet, odds, and they don't get any comp value or any points towards a free cruise because they play odds. So I always recommend, don't play this unless you're rolling the dice. All right. Let's see. Yeah, casinos, man. Okay, so here's another one. You know, when we talked about this being the worst bet, the reason why is because they'll give you the advantage on the first roll, and then you have the disadvantage on every other roll. Well, this bet here, the don't pass, you have the advantage, the disadvantage on one roll, and then the advantage on every other roll. Because this is to pass, we'd have to hit the 10 to pass. If we hit the 7, which there's 6 ways, this would win. So this would lose on a 10, but win on a 7. This would win on a 10, but lose on a 7. This is a better odds of winning. This is the worst odds of winning on every number, by the way. You only have the advantage on the first roll, and that's it. Let's do that. Let's play if there's 2 players, and we'll play one here and one here. I'm going to roll right here, and then I'll show you see who wins here. Okay, so let's see. So we have Chris. Chris Majors is a Blue Wrench Club and a member of our channel here, and can probably answer a lot of questions if you might have them, if I miss any. Dumb question, what is a crap? Yeah, the craps numbers. So this is the other thing a lot of people mistake. They always say, I roll until I crap out. Well, no, you don't roll. If you crap out, you still roll. And the only way to crap out is when that puck is off. If that puck is on, there's absolutely no way you can crap out. Because the puck off with a bet on the pass line, if you roll a craps number, there's only 3 craps numbers. 7 is not a craps number. 2, 3, and 12 are the craps numbers. And if you roll a 2, 3, or 12, when the puck is off, you crap out. and you lose this bet. So anyway, I'm gonna roll that 3V set that we talked about, and pays 8 for every one. What pays 8 for every one bet? I don't know, but what we're going to do is we're going to throw this and see what happens. And it is a 6, okay? So now this becomes a bet on the 6. This becomes a bet against the 6. And here's the thing I was going to say earlier. A lot of people think when you bet the don't pass, you're betting against the shooter. You're not betting against the shooter. Don't let people make you think that, because that is the pure pressure that the casino places on people that take the 7 away from the casino. If the casino has the 7, they have the advantage. If you take the 7 away from the casino, then you have the advantage. This person does not have the advantage anymore. The casino only gives you the advantage on the first roll. This person has the advantage. They're playing against the 6, but they're also playing the odds. And on every other casino game, it would be stupid not to play the odds. People would say, play the odds. Like in blackjack, if the dealer shows a 2, you know, you should hit, right? Or whatever. You know, there's always odds that you do. There's always odds that you do in the casino. But it's funny how they confuse you with saying odds being this bet back here odds, but that's not what we're really talking about. We're talking about the odds of the 6 rolling versus the 7. The 7 has higher odds of rolling, but then they're like, hey, you should play the odds, which means bet more on the 6. You know, there's 5 ways to make a 6. There's 6 ways to make a 7. So a 6 and 8, you know, it's not really that much different on the odds, like that the 7's going to roll before the 6. I mean, those are kind of even, but this one, this don't pass, has a better chance of winning than this one. Let's see what happens. Let's see who wins. We're just going to play that roll out. There's an 8. 5 ways to make an 8. And here is a 5. 4 ways to make a 5. Out of 36 combinations, there is the 7. There's 6 ways to make a 7. This person loses, this person wins, the puck goes off, and that person had the advantage. So if anybody ever says, oh, you're betting against me, you just say, no, I'm betting with the dice. I'm playing the odds. You know, I'm taking the, so you took the 7 away from the casino. And this is what I say about the pass line versus the don't pass. This is actually playing with the casino, and this is playing against the casino. The reason why this is playing with the casino is because it's playing against the odds. And the reason why this is playing this is playing with the casino because it's against the odds. This is playing against the casino because it's with the odds. It takes the odds of the highest probability number away from the casino. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm doing my longest live ever here, and I'm doing it because I just wanted to see how long I could do a live and make it interesting. And there's people watching. So thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to go to holyroller.com and get yourself some merch if you'd like. You can get a Let's Roll hat embroidered, and it has the Holy Roller logo R on it. And so it's all about playing craps on a cruise. So if you see a subscribe button, subscribe. And there is a thumbs up button. If you go over here to the side, you will see some buttons if you're on your mobile, or if you're watching this later, just give it a thumbs up. I see another thumbs up came in. Thank you very much for that. I'm doing a live until my battery dies, and I just got a low power mode warning. So what's gonna happen over the next few minutes is we're gonna roll, and when the video ends, you'll know that the battery died. How about that? How about that? All right, we got that 7 out. Do you wanna play another one just to see how it works and how it happens? Here we go. Let's do one more of don't pass, because I'm gonna show you something here real quick. about the don't pass. This wins on 7-11, loses on 2-3-12. This loses on 7-11, wins on 2 and 3, and pushes on the 12 when the puck is off. I forgot to mention that earlier, I think. Here we go. And it is a 9. So the point is 9. So this person is playing the 9. They don't have a choice. This person is playing the 7 and made the 9 the bad number. 9 is a bad number for them. 7 is the bad number for them. There's only 4 ways to make a 9, and there's 6 ways to make a 7. So who has the best odds of winning? The person right here. This one is playing against the odds or with the casino. Now, we're going to roll again, but we're going to do something different. We're going to actually bet the 5, okay? So, and I'm going to just use, I'm going to use different money just for an example. So this person's going to bet the 5, and this person's going to bet the 5. They're both going to bet. This one's betting the 9 and the 5. This one's betting the 7 and the 5. All right, let's see what happens. And it's a 3, craps 3, nothing changes. And it's a 7. Okay, perfect, because you know this person had the advantage. But remember when they both bet out here? This one lost this one and this bet. They lost both bets. This one lost this bet, but they won this bet. So they broke even. I hope that makes sense. I hope you got that. So anyway, I have to put this back. So that's two out of 2 that the don't pass won. Now the pass will win. You can't win all the time. Sooner or later, this one will win, but this one will win probably more of the time. Now some people play both sides. Like if it's a game where people are playing and there's a lot of points being hit. I'm in my garage. Can you still hear me? I need somebody in the chat to know. Can you hear me? So the phone didn't die. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? So okay. I'm in my garage. My Tesla is right outside, and my son just took my Tesla, and I think my phone connected to the Tesla, so my mic wasn't connected for a minute there, and then because my phone connected, it like messed up. But I only got a few more rolls to go because the battery's almost dead. Now I could try to charge, but I don't think I can because I got the microphone plugged. All right, we're gonna go again and we're gonna see what happens with the roll. Let's see who wins, pass line or don't pass line. Okay, here we go. And it's a 7. So remember I said they would win every once in a while. All right, so they lose, they win, okay? So that's out of 3, it's 2-1, right? 2-1 out of 3. Let's do best out of 5. Here we go. How about a 6? The point is 6. We've seen this before, and we're gonna see who wins. Make your bets now. Is it gonna be the 6? Or is it gonna be the most common number that rolls on the table, which is the 7? So now this person loses. See, now we're even. So out of, however you want to look at it, the don't pass won 3 times. They won once, and it wasn't even with a point being hit. It was on a come out roll. Oh my gosh, that is a 10. The point is 10. Now, who do you think has the best odds for this one? There's only 3 ways to make a 10, and there's 6 ways. So this is a twice as better bet than this. But this is the thing. You can't place this when the puck is on. You can only place it when the puck is off. Here we go. There's a 4. Wow. There's only 3 ways to make a 4 as well. And there's a 5. Sorry, I know that's off camera. There's a 5. And let's roll and see if we can get a 10. See, I want a 10. There's a 9. 1 dot short. 1 dot short. Let's see. And we're going best out of 5. There's another 4. Wow. There's the 4 is the other side of the 10. So whenever you see a 4, no matter how you see a 4 on the top of the die, the bottom is always the opposite. 4, 10, 5, 9, 6, 8. Those are opposites. All right. Or they call them sisters. Let's get a 10, hard 10. We finally got a pass line winner. We got the 10. So this person loses, that person wins. So it is 2 to 3. This is a tiebreaker right here to see who's going to win. Don't pass or pass. Well, 2 to 3. Okay, let's see if the pass line can make a comeback. Here we go. It's a 9. Point is 9. Whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to go fast here because I know my battery's going to die at any moment, please. Any moment. It will. It will. I know it will. But please, thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Here we go. And it's a 12. 12 craps. Boxcars. And it's a 7 out. 7 out. Man, don't you know? This person loses, that person wins. So this is always the best bet. The don't is always the best bet. This is playing against the casino. This is playing with the casino. If ever you're playing here, you're playing with the casino. If ever you're playing here, you're playing against the casino because you take the 7 away from the casino. You play against them because you don't want to give them the 7, the most probable number, right? Don't give them the probable number. How many hours do I play per session? 4 or 5 hours. Most of the time 5. And it's because when you play craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, which this channel is all about, so don't forget to subscribe. Whenever you do craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, the cruise craps table only opens after dinner. And so it opens around 7:30 or 8, and it closes around 1, 2 o'clock. So maybe if I did a really long session, I would be there from like 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, which is 6 hours. So I could play for 6 hours. I could probably do a live for 6 hours, but my battery's gonna die. But yeah, I could play. If I play a long session, it'll be 6 hours. But the shortest session I usually play is 4 hours. So I hope you learned a little bit on the let's run hard 8. Yeah, I hope you learned a little bit on the craps, on how to play craps. And remember, subscribe to the channel because it's all about playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. But it's also about playing craps. And I think if more people knew how to play craps, it would be better, because too many people just go up to the craps table with like $100 or something and they walk away. They lose and they walk away, and they hate it because they don't know how to play. So they don't know all the bets. They don't know how they can hedge their bets and stay for a long time. And so they usually only play one side. And it's much better than roulette. Like roulette, when you think of hedging your bets, you're like, I'm gonna bet 10 on black and 10 on red. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. The difference with craps is not only like with roulette, you put your bets out, they spin the ball once, and then you lose, you win or lose, then you have to put more bets out, they spin the ball once. I mean, every other game in the casino is like that, where you only get one shot and then you have to rebet, right? But with craps, you could put out your money and your money stays here for multiple outcomes, multiple rolls, and that money's still working for you. You don't have to put out a new bet every time. That would suck if you had to put a new bet out after every roll of the dice. You do have to put a new bet out if a 7 comes and you 7 out, but not if you play the don't pass, because you could put the same amount of money here as you do out there. And if the 7 comes, you would lose this, but you would win this, and you would get all your money back, and you would break even, right? And so I think that's a way that a lot of people should play craps, is from the don't, meaning that if you put out $100, if you're going to play 110 inside and risk $100 or $110, why not play $100 on the don't to begin with and risk $100 on one roll instead of $110 out there on every roll? So if I rolled right now, I would win on a 2-3, but I would lose on 7-11. A 12 would be a push. These bets are off because the puck is off. This right here, I want no 7, no 11. I'm risking this $100 on one roll, not every roll, just one, this first roll. And it rolls and it's a 12. So that is a push, right? I need to roll one of those box numbers in order to this be the established point. Now, pass line would have lost on the 12, but that's a push. Let's see what we roll here. A 3. So 2-3 win. I just won $100. So won $100. I'm gonna put that $100 in my rack. Now it doesn't matter if I lose that, I'll just break even, but let's see what happens. And it's a 9. So I passed this whole come out roll. I actually got a 3 and won some money. The 9 is there, and now I have 110 there and 100 here. Now if the 9 comes, it's only gonna pay 35 and I'll lose 100. But if a 7 comes, I'm gonna lose 110 and win 100. I hope that makes sense. There's a 12. 12 doesn't do anything. Here is a 5, so that pays $35. So watch this. I put my first hit on the 9. Here we go, $35. Now it looks like 60. 60 pays 84. Okay, so let's just say, because the battery might die and I might not roll a 9, but let's say I do roll a 9 right now. It's gonna pay 64. 64 plus 35 is really close to 100, if not more, right? I know it's late and I'm trying to go in a hurry and I'm not trying to do the math right now, but what I'm saying is you put your first hit on the point and you break even no matter what, and I won 100 already. There's no way I could lose right now. No way I could lose. And part of going for a free cruise, I have over a $200 average bet. I'm getting 200 points towards a free cruise, and that's why I could get a free cruise in like 2 sessions playing craps, because I have such a high bet, but I'm only risking half my money. Actually, now I'm not risking anything. I was only risking on the come out, but now I'm not risking anything. Whew, how many 0.7s do I before I change strategies? I don't go back up. If I lost that, I wouldn't go back up. And if I was rolling, I would go to the $10 pass line, and then I would try to win $100 straight up right out there, the $100 that I lost, so I wouldn't go back up. And I don't, how many come out 7s? I don't get knocked off more than once, because I only allow it to knock me off once. Then I try to win it. If I get knocked off again, I would lose this 100. So I'm not gonna lose 200 on a come out roll with 2 7s or less 7 or 11. So anyway, there, speaking of 7, there's a 7. So I lose this. You lose all the money out here, right? And then I win 100 back here. So I pretty much broke even, but I did win that $100. So I got an extra $100 because of that 3 on the come out. So there is that. Man, I have a feeling, I'm pretty impressed with this battery life, because it gave me a warning a long time ago. Zohan, this system that I was just showing, playing both sides, very complicated. Definitely not a beginner system, but it is the best way that I found to not lose all your money quick. And then I will say this, hopefully we get this out before the battery dies, but if you're gonna bet, a minimum table is $10. If it's $10 minimum table, technically you do want to bet all of the numbers. So that would be $64, okay? And whenever you're betting, whatever you're betting out here, you want to have enough for 10 shooters. So if you're betting $64 out here, you want to have at least $640 to play craps. Now, most people are saying, I don't have $600. I only have $400. Well, then you can only bet like 4 of these numbers. So think about it like that. If I'm gonna bet 6 numbers on every shooter, I need $600 because I want enough for 10 shooters. If I'm gonna bet 4 of these numbers, I need $400. If I'm gonna bet 2 of these numbers, I could do it for $200. But if you only bet 2 of the numbers, you're gonna see a lot of the rolls happening and you're not getting paid on any number, because you only have two numbers, and there's a lot of different numbers out there, right? Like, for example, if you said, I'm gonna bet two numbers and I'm gonna bet, if you only bet two numbers, I would suggest only betting the 6 and 8 if you only got two numbers. Because there's 5 ways to make a 6, 5 ways to make an 8. That's 10 combinations. Out of 36 combinations, you have 10 ways to win, and you have 6 ways to lose. Because the 7, there's 6 ways to make a 7. So if you did, and that's at the $10 level, by the way, okay? If you're gonna bet more, so let's say I only wanted to bet two numbers, but I bet $30 each, so that's $60. I still need $600 if I'm gonna bet just two numbers. I still need $600 because it's $60 per shooter. $60 per shooter. It would be better if I just do 64 across rather than just pick two numbers. Let's see what happens just on these two numbers. It is a high probability to hit a 6 or an 8. And remember, if the battery dies, the phone dies, this camera dies, the live stream dies, and I'll see you tomorrow. But let's see if we can get a 6 or 8. Now the puck is off, so these bets are off. Here we go. There's a 7, the most highest probability. And there is a 9. So the point becomes 9. And now we have to roll a 9. But we bet the 6 and 8. So we only get paid on the 6 and 8, but we lose if the 7 comes when the puck is on. Here we go. And it's a 7. So there's $60 done, gone in just a couple rolls. So that's why if you came up with 100, even if you went all the way across and came up with 100, you have one more try. You can't even do $60 again. So I think that's very important to understand is so anyway, sorry, you're making me use my screen and my low battery and everything. Spamming my chat. Don't be spamming my chat. All right. So gone. So anyway, crazy, huh? So in the idea of if you have 10 shooters, yeah, you'll have some of those really short rolls, but if you have 10, that's more opportunities to catch one of those really good long rolls, where you're gonna actually make money and a lot of times you just make your money back that you lost on the short rolls. So let's see. All day strategy. Yeah, all day strategy is really good. This was perfect for your time zone. I mean, I think I hit everybody's time zone for how long this stream has been. I did get one super chat, which gave me motivation to keep going, Down here next to the comments, right on the side, there's like a dollar sign where you could give a super chat. You can also, hopefully I sell some merch too, because that's, Let's Roll hat. I have some shirts over at holyroller.com. And it's Holy Roller without the ER, so just Holy Roll with an R.com, and you can get yourself some merch. I don't do this, I do this out of passion, I do this out of fun. I do this because I found out that you can earn a free cruise by playing craps on a cruise, and I want to share it with a bunch of people. But I also wanted to make it more of a business where I can actually pay for the cruises. So the money I make from the channel and from the merchandise helps me build like a bankroll, but I don't really use it for bankroll. I use it for taxes and port fees, because all you have to do is pay taxes and port fees. Is that another $20 coming in? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That is so awesome. Arnold, Starbucks on me. Starbucks. There used to be a joke that Starbucks, you could just call it $5, but now you can't hardly get anything for $5 at Starbucks. That's for sure. That inflation has kicked in. But man, hey everybody, go hit that like button next to the Arnold's super chat right there. Let's see how many likes we can get on it before this video dies. Arnold, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's awesome, man. I don't know what to say. This is almost like free craps lessons, which playing craps can cost you a lot of money if you're learning how to play craps at the craps table with your real money. I want to say it took me, when I was learning, I probably lost $3,000 before I realized what was happening. Not all at once. I'm saying every time I would go up play craps, I was always losing, but I was very intrigued and I love this game. And so, with all that being said, what a great way to learn before you put your own money out. Learn from YouTube. There's a lot of great YouTube channels, but my specialty is playing in such a way where you're not falling into the hands of the casino, but you're also getting comp value so you can get a free cruise. And the first time I got a free cruise, I only had $300 and I played craps with $300 and I got a free cruise. And I'm like, man, I just paid $3,000 for the cruise I was on. And then I got another one for 300 at the craps table and I actually won 450. So I actually had $150 extra and a free cruise. I'm like, man, I'm never paying for a free cruise again. So thanks for all the support and thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Iron Cross, yeah, I like the Iron Cross too, because you can win on every roll. I like to play the Iron Cross from the don't, so that I actually playing every single number of the dice. So I put, like, if I'm gonna do an Iron Cross with like $95, then I'll put $100 on the don't. If the 7 comes, I get my $95 back. And if the other numbers roll, I just collect on every roll. Boom, boom, boom. And if the point comes, then I'll lose my don't. Um, but man, winning money on every roll always feels good. That's why I like the Iron Cross. But the thing is, don't play the Iron Cross at the same level. So if you have $10 out here, don't put $10 there. If you put $10 in the field, you have to go 15, but it's better to do 25, 30, 30, and 10. That would probably be the best way to play the Iron Cross. So you'd win 10 or $25 on every roll. Holy Roller may make a humble suggestion. Please play Light in the Darkness all the way through 200 average bet on your next live. Okay, you got it. You got it for that live. Now, on my next live, I'm probably going to go live tomorrow. I don't really pick a time. I just go live. So I don't know what your time zone is. I'm in Mountain Time. Arnold, tell me what, and I hope the battery doesn't die, but tell me what time would be best for you and what time zone you're in. Uh, just tell me what the time would be, my time, Mountain Time. Mountain Time. I'm in Colorado, so tell me what time would be best for you. Some people say, you cruise every month and you're in Colorado? Well, keep in mind that Denver, um, Denver, I can get a direct flight anywhere. And I want to make sure you guys can still hear me. Can you still hear me? Because they just came back. I want to make sure my car didn't connect. Can you guys still hear me right now? Guys still have audio? Still have audio? Yeah? No? Do we still have audio? Do you guys still have audio? Okay, great. Thanks, Joshua. My car came back, so I didn't know if my car connected. Um, I'm in Denver, so Denver, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. my time. I could probably make that happen. That's okay. I'll probably plan on that. Let's plan on that. If I do any earlier, you'll see it, but 9 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow, let's try to make that happen. But flying out of Denver, I could get to any of the cruise ports usually in a direct flight, which is really awesome. So I don't even necessarily have to go in the night before on most cruises I go on. I could be at any cruise port, whether it's Orlando, Galveston, LA. I could be there in like 3 or 4 hours. So it's pretty cool, even though I'm in Denver. So, John Lewis. Yeah, I can't believe I wanted to see how long I could do a live, and I started with a full battery, and this is gonna end at any moment. Oh my goodness. So let's just roll it out. Oh, let's see where we're at, because we did make some good money there. We're up. We are up big time. Not big time, but you know what I mean. We've been, so let's see. We are 75, $85. We're $185 up, and we've been playing craps this whole time. I mean, it hasn't been. I mean, when I play craps here, it's faster than it would be on the table, and so when you think about how fast the table goes, it doesn't go as fast as I'm playing. So even though I've been like talking and playing, it'd probably be the same amount of time at the table, and so I would be playing for all this time, and I would be up $185. So $185. So what I'm gonna do until this video ends, which could be any moment now, is I'm actually gonna play $100 on the don't, and then I'm gonna do 110 inside, and we're gonna just roll it out and see when the battery dies. Okay.